All right. Okay. I'm back. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Setting up shit. Give me a second, and we're gonna get into this. How's everybody doing? Forza Milan, as always. Milan is the best club that has ever existed. Will always be the best club that has ever existed. Milan is the best, the best. Nothing is better than supporting AC Milan. What's up, Alexander? How you doing, sir? How are you doing, sir? Nothing is better than supporting Milan, guys. We're going to be following the Champions League games today, and we're going to be talking about Milan. Good news, the best news of the day has to be the fact that Magic Mike is back. Mike is back in actions. There are reports suggesting that Magic Mike could even be playing already against Atalanta, which would be absolutely excellent if we get to see that. So having Magic Mike back is basically like a new player is back. Roy, if you have time, Antonio Vitello reacted to Mike Magnan's rumors. Oh, no way. Oh, that's too funny, dude. Okay, I'll check him out. He has a YouTube channel. Yeah, all right. Okay. I'll check it out. That is so funny. That is too funny, dude. Oh, I got to see what he says. I got to see what he says. We're gonna do that in a second. We're gonna check that out. Sorry, I'm still setting stuff up here. Um, it's taking me a while. I gotta get, with it. Gotta get with it. Gotta get with it. Frankfurt, Liverpool. Okay, this is done. Customization. Only subscribers are allowed to comment. If you're not a subscriber, you don't get to comment on my channel. On our channel. Only subscribers allowed. So thank you for being a loyal customer, loyal subscriber to RossonARI TV. All right, let me get to the games, and then we're going to see what Vitello said about Mike Magnan. This is too hilarious. It's too hilarious. I'm definitely going to check that out. But it is good news that Mike Magnan now, obviously he partied about a few months ago. Obviously now everything is out of his system. So he's good to come back. And yeah, having Mike Magnan back into the mix of things really, really changes a lot because nobody commands the area better than Mr. Magic Mike. And, I mean, Tatarusano, he did his job. Obviously, he can't do it as well as Mike, but, now it's time to go back to Mike. Now it is time to go back to Mike. All right, sorry, guys. Let me get to the games. Guys, Liverpool has scored against Real Madrid. It is 1-0 already at Anfield. Liverpool getting scored on. So still 0-0 against Frankfurt and Napoli. 1-0 Liverpool, Real Madrid. Wow, 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 wow. Shit is getting real, guys. Shite is getting real. Shiite is getting real. Darwin Núñez gets his goal for Real Madrid. Darwin Núñez, that $80 million or 80 million euro, what you call it, price tag starts to make sense. What's up, Brock?
What's up, Roy?
How you doing?
I'm good, my man. Thanks for the live on
No
Champions League
problem.
night.
Champions League night. Darwin Núñez gets his goal.
Wow. The
Yeah.
flop finally scores. In a
Ooh,
big night.
his hand is offside, but his body's on. What a goal from Darwin Núñez, guys! Top class goal from Darwin Núñez. Back heel. Forget about it. Forget about it, huh? Forget about it. What a goal from Darwin Núñez. Well done.
That's a beauty. I want to see Origi do that for us.
Yeah, come on, man. Why are you doing that to the guy? Why do you do that to poor Reed?
Yeah, you're right. His price tag was 0, so I need to adjust my expectations.
Poor Origi, dude. Yeah.
Origi 20 +1.
Origi 20 passes in a game.
20% pass accuracy.
20 passes. Did you see that report that they put together?
Yeah, it was a little higher than I thought. I thought it was 20%, but it was a whopping 26%. So I apologize for getting that wrong.
And he is the first player in Serie A history to only complete one pass in 60 minutes of football. So it's a good record.
Breaking records.
All right, so I'm trying to get to this Napoli game, but
do you have Paramount Plus?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I have the double screen option that they have, where it plays both games at the same time. So it's got a split screen of both of the games.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look for.
The audio kind of goes back and forth, but you can at least see what's going on.
That is what I'm looking for, but I can't find it. Oh, okay, here it is. Here it is. Multicast.
There you go.
Got it. So, apparently, Vitiello spoke about Magnan's cocaine rumors.
What did he say? I cannot confirm or deny.
I don't know what he said, but I'm gonna check that out. So Alexander told me that that's what he did. What's up, Christian Pasmino? How you doing? How you doing, sir? All right. So what are you seeing so far, Rock?
I haven't been paying attention for the first 10 minutes. I'm just looking at the highlights. The Liverpool Real Madrid game looks very back and forth, both teams attacking. So high-paced match, both teams getting after it. No lethargic start. Both teams want to win. Same thing with Frankfurt Napoli. The quality of the simulcast, or the whatever it's called, isn't great, to be honest. I don't know if it looks like that on your end. How's the quality of the
It's not super HD.
Yeah. It's not, right? It's very pixelated.
Yeah.
On the other side, Napoli playing extremely aggressive, very physical, which is good. That's exactly what they need to do to start the game. Just need to be careful. They're giving up some free kicks. They're giving some dead ball situations to Frankfurt, which isn't great. They have some tall players, so.
Oh, they have Götze. Wow, Götze is still playing? Damn.
Yeah, he's on the same diet as Lukaku.
Ooh, what is that? Chocolate ice cream?
whatever diet where you inflate like a balloon on a weekly basis.
Pizza, cupcakes.
What is it in
Floren-
Germany? Pretzels. He's having big.
Oh yeah,
big
strudel.
pretzels. Some strudel, some pretzels.
Florenzi and Minister are not fully fit yet, but they're going to give us an update tomorrow.
Riscatame Paolo.
Riscattami.
Florenzi's coming back, guys. He's a luxury, right, Roy?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, he's a luxury.
He's a jewel. He's a quality. He's got quality feet and a brain.
Yeah,
not a lot of players have that.
Right. No, having him, sitting around is a luxury. Like Raspadori, like Napoli has Raspadori just sitting on a bench. That's a
Now
luxury.
that's if Florenzi's a luxury, having Raspadori on the bench is like fucking having hidden treasure.
Yeah. That's why when I would like to see the team hijack him.
They're pirates, man. Napoli are pirates. They're hoarding all the treasure.
Yeah, that's right. Frankfurt is pushing them though. I don't know if you were here when we were doing the news reports. Frankfurt has this defender called Ndika.
Yep.
Very interesting defender. Very good.
He's
very
left-footed,
good feet.
right?
Left-footed. Very good technically, and very strong.
And we
But
couldn't afford him or something. We didn't.
Well, he was free. Oh no, he wasn't free. It was towards the end of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
But Frankfurt wouldn't want to get rid of, didn't want to sell him. And apparently he is trying to see if he can get a big payday. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't believe that Milan is going to be his destination, but he's a really good player. Anfield literally looks like hell. There are videos outside and trees looking like on fire. Bro, what's going on? What's going on? The hooligans are back, Rock. The hooligans are back.
Yeah. Are they clashing with Madrid fans, or they're just creating havoc on their own? It seems to have worked. The Real Madrid players look spooked.
Yeah.
Now they're down 1-0. Frankfurt is really going
They're
going
pushing
after Napoli. Napoli are on the ropes.
Yep. Rock, what Brazilians would bring from Liverpool or Madrid to Milan? Viva Brasileiro, caralho, porra! Puta que pariu, caralho, porra!
That's pretty good.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
actually.
As you can see, obviously, I played with a lot of Brazilians in my time.
Yeah, I can tell.
Puta que pariu! Fala! Bola! E que golaço!
Que golaço, porra. Yeah, that's pretty good, Roy. You could survive in Brazil for sure.
Yeah. Every time
those phrases alone is enough.
Pretty much 50% of the people I play football with are Brazilian.
Yeah, I would take Firmino from Liverpool. He's being used less, and he's not as important to Liverpool's setup currently. And I think he's a very quality player. And if he's motivated, he will work extremely hard for the team, and he has great quality. Rodrigo, I would love, but I think Real Madrid sees a future with him unless they bring Mbappe. Maybe he's someone they might be willing to part ways with. And, those are the only two. We're not going to get Vinicius Jr. That's not happening. Militao, if Real Madrid wants the newest defender out there. Militao's still young. I think he's younger than 26. But I would take him. He's a good defender. That's it. Do you see anyone, Roy?
Well, Firmino, I think, is an interesting player because he's going to be free, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think he could be an interesting player. Firmino is a player that I think could do well with Milan and could be someone that can provide good goals. Of course, there's the players that are unreachable. Yeah, like Vinicius Jr. is unreachable.
Mm-hmm.
Fabinho could be interesting.
Fabinho.
Yeah.
We have Pobega. He's our Busquets.
That's right.
What do we need Fabinho for? You know what? Fabinho had an amazing season last year, and my best friend's a Liverpool fan, and he does not know what happened to him. He's like, I don't know what happened to Fabinho. So apparently he's having a poor season.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that he didn't play in the World Cup. I mean, I thought Tite with his super offensive team
would need a little bit of bite right in the midfield. Someone
yeah. I mean, I
he's a
thought
metronome.
right. You put Casemiro and Fabinho in that. Oh my God, guys! Courtois, fucking Christmas for the Belgian. Courtois pretty much gives away a goal. Gives the goal back to Salah. Easy goal for Liverpool. 2-0 for Liverpool.
Whoa.
Courtois just gave the ball to Salah.
Wow.
Who says here? Forget him. Pretty much said, "Yep."
You're a little bit ahead of me, man. I'll be honest. That's what Courtois gets for banging KDB's high school sweetheart.
That's what you get. Karma.
Karma
Fucks you straight back in the, you know what?
That's what he gets.
Oh my God.
Wow. That I'm telling you, those fires outside of Liverpool Stadium spooked Real Madrid. They're spooked.
Yep.
They are spooked.
What an amateur mistake, guys! I don't think we can ever complain about Tata Rusano ever again, right?
I don't think Tata would ever do something like this.
I don't think so either.
Wow. I'm just watching it in slow motion, man. Oh my God. Wow, what a buffoon.
Damn.
What a giant buffoon.
Incredible. This must feel good for the Liverpool because it's revenge for them.
Yeah. Hey, Madrid fans, Liverpool fans, congratulations. 2-0 up in the first 15 minutes. Exactly the kind of start you wanted. Real Madrid fans, you still have a lot of time left and a lot of game-changing players on the pitch. So we'll see. It looks like it's going to be a cracking fixture, this Liverpool-Real Madrid game.
Yeah. Another game between Napoli and it's a dogfight. Both teams are going at it. Yeah.
Oh! I'm a few seconds behind you, Roy. So
okay. I won't spoil. I won't give you any spoilers.
No, you can spoil. It's all good. I don't care about surprises. I prefer not to be surprised.
Okay.
You react in live time.
It's all good. It's all good. So let me get to these chats here. Roy, Indica, dream is dead. Big clubs, aka EPL, are going all in for Man City and Man U. I believe you. I mean, why wouldn't they?
We need a man with the Brazzers sponsorship. We're going to need Indica.
We need Brazzers.
And we need Indica too. Indica.
Yeah, we need Indica, Onyedika. We need a lot of dicks. That does not sound right.
If you have Dick in your name, Milan will sign you. It's part of our sponsorship deal with Brazzers. So,
dude, this summer we were linked.
Oh my God!
This summer we were linked to Indica and Onyedika. Imagine if we got both.
Wow. Brazzers would have added 10 mil more to the sponsorship deal.
I would totally get a Brazzers sponsorship on the shirt. No shame.
No shame at all. Did you see that Kavicha volley from outside the box?
Yeah.
Did you see the way that ball moved? This guy's foot is like a magic wand.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
What a player.
What else is on the chat? Tata greater than Courtois? Absolutely. Courtois saw always bad with his feet. LOL Tata. You know what? Courtois is bad with his feet, but apparently he's good with his Indica. So.
You guys saw the video when CDK missed last game? Pioli was throwing his bottle and yelling like madman. Yeah, he saw. The guy's soft. Was it you that said that his handshake is probably like super soft? You know when you shake someone's hand and they're like there's absolutely no grip, and it's just like
Limp.
super like limp.
Yeah.
God, I hope that's not the case. I really do.
Yeah. He's got a limp handshake for sure.
You
But he
got
got
this
hey,
get
you know what? CDK got angry. He got angry after the miss, which is new, and I like that. I would like to see a little bit more of that to show that he has something going on inside of him. Um, sometimes I think his blood pressure is way too low, but that was good to see. What are you
yeah.
laughing at, Roy? What are you laughing at?
Rock's about to start going in CDK in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
uh,
Roy, remember our first time coming back to the Cielo Liverpool and we played like little bitches scared? It's happening the same way to Real Madrid now. Isn't that interesting?
yeah, very similar. Very similar. They look like the pressure is getting to them. The pitch feels small for them right now. You can tell.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing actually. Pitch size. Pitch
Hmm.
size matters, you know. And the Spanish teams have big pitches,
Yep. And
especially.
EPL teams have small pitches, right, Paul?
Uh,
Yeah, but
we
honestly, this you're right. You're able to let the ball run for you on a bigger pitch, and on a smaller
yeah,
pitch, you really have to make decisions that 1 second faster. And the pressure from the supporters basically being on the touchline is a lot, especially if they're not your supporters.
yeah, yeah. Anfield has this rep. Oh, what a! Oh, mamma mia! I'm sorry.
Napoli?
Sorry, Rock.
No, no, it's good. It's good. I like it. Who
But
is it?
but your boy just scored a fucking banger.
Which one?
Your Brazilian boy.
Okay. Let's see.
Mamma mia, que golaço.
There we go. Golaço. All right, when Brazil scores in Brazil, they go, Brazil, zil, 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 zil. You ever heard that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Golaço do Vinícius Júnior!
oh, I love it, dude. I love it.
What a
The thing
goal.
about Brazilians is crazy, man. When I was in college, um, we'd I was every day I was playing football, and it was so many Brazilians. Even the Brazilians that had no fucking clue how to play, you know, they didn't have technique, were like good. Like they
Yeah.
knew the game.
They
They
were
knew when to pass.
serviceable.
They knew when to pass, when not to pass, to score, and they had the spirit. They had it's like it's just in the culture, in the blood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep. No, it's true. 100% true. Even Brazilians that don't have technique, they're serviceable. They know how to play. You still
Yeah,
want them on your team.
yeah. It's
You know how in the US we have gym class for, 30 minutes, 45 minutes? Dude, we used to play before school. We used to go play.
yeah,
And then at school, we'd get like a 2 hour break in between lessons for lunch
yeah,
where you could leave the school. We would go play that whole entire time. And then after school, we'd have gym after school and we'd go play. And once the gym teacher left, he would leave the gym open and we would just keep playing until like 11:30.
Oh, really?
We played all fucking day, all night.
Oh, nice. That's how you become a baller. That's
Yeah.
how you become a baller. How many kids were playing?
Well, for school, like before school, we definitely have at least a 5v5, 6v6. Those are like early, and it's just people who are really about that life that would play. And then for the 2 hour break, I would say like 75% of everyone that plays would play. And
Really?
then after school, it's part of school. It's part of the gym class, so everyone would play. And then staying after gym, once the gym teacher left, it was basically almost all of us.
And is it what was it a lot of American kids or mostly like South Americans and European?
It was all Brazilian kids, bro.
All Brazilian.
It was all Brazil. I was the only Brazilian kid who had lived in America, and then my godmother's son also, who was from Texas. And this
Oh
kid's
yeah,
like, yeah, and he's like the whitest kid you've ever seen in your life. Blonde, blue eyes,
and he
super
played.
white. But he was so fucking Brazilian, man. Yeah, he was good. He actually played for the Houston Dynamo
Oh, okay,
for
nice.
their youth setup until he was like 18, 19. And now, you know that company that makes the table tennis, but for football? Like you use a soccer ball as table tennis,
No, no, not
and
familiar with
each
it.
side of the table is slanted down a little bit. You've seen it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's like a director at one of those companies.
Oh, nice.
So he's like an ambassador. He travels around the world trying to get more people interested in that sport.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really
That
good.
sport is quite popular in Brazil, actually, right? I see a lot of Brazilians play that.
Yeah, yeah, it is. This kid, like, he loved doing bicycle kicks at gym class. That was his move. Right on concrete too.
Nice. That's a big cojones.
Yeah, he was about that life for sure.
So, and he was Texan, huh?
He was Texan. Yep, very
Yeah.
Texan. Very Texan, Roy.
He
When I
had that.
first,
He had the accent.
a little bit, yeah, a little bit. But he was very machismo. I remember when I first met him as a kid, the first thing he did was punch me in the stomach.
Nice.
The first thing he did. And then he wanted to show me his rifle after
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like as Texas as it gets, man. He was from Waxahachie.
Wow. Nice, man. It's good to hear that. Yeah, like there are like here in Cali, there are. I did meet some like American kids that are good at football, and they played. I mean, some of the kids that I was coaching, there was one kid. He at 10, he was called up for to represent the U.S. in tournaments in Europe, and
Oh, nice.
really good. So there are a few, young Americans coming up that are like really, really good. You know.
Yeah. A lot of them go to Europe and then well, the elite talents now they're playing in the top European leagues, but a lot of them train in Europe and then they come back and play in the MLS.
Yeah. Do
So
you do
like
you watch it? Do you watch it, Melissa?
not a lot. I watched the Union because it's my local team and they
Oh
were
yeah,
obviously made it to the finals, so I was watching that. But
nice.
my cousin Andrew Brody, he plays for Real Salt Lake. He's there. He won their Defender of the Year award.
Oh
Actually, he
really?
plays.
I know that
Yeah,
name. I've heard that name.
yeah. He's a fullback.
Oh,
I
okay. He's
used,
your cousin?
yeah, he's my cousin. We used to train together in the backyard. I was like, damn, this
Wow.
kid's good. He used to
Was
go
he
to
and
Manchester
he
camps. He used to go to camps in Europe and stuff, and he had all
nice.
the opportunities to make it in the sport.
Wow. And he's a defender.
He's a defender. Yep.
Could
And
you
what?
tell when he was younger that he was going to become a defender?
Not at all, dude. He was small, skinny, fast. He was all about the skill moves. He was an attacker. He was a
Oh wow.
forward player. I never in a million years would have imagined he would be playing professional as a defender.
That's
So
awesome.
it's just crazy how that happens.
Do
Yeah, they
you are
did
you still in touch with him?
not a lot. I mean, his mom will send us videos of and like remind us when he's playing because Salt Lake was in the playoffs. So on the family group chat, they were like, "Hey guys, don't forget Andrew's playing in the MLS playoffs today."
Ah, nice.
Yeah, he did really well too. He almost scored to take them through.
Who did they play
But
against?
dude, I can't recall who they played in the playoffs. But you can look it up. You can see what his game stats were. He actually wasn't. He took time off and became like an Uber driver to like. They did a whole article on him, and he was a driver, and he was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna be a professional soccer player anymore."
Oh wow.
And then he went to just a camp just to try out, and now he's the starting fullback for Real
Damn, that's
Salt Lake,
amazing. That's
defender of the
awesome.
year.
Did he make
So
the national team?
no,
Oh yeah.
No, but he did tons of camps in Europe, man. I think he did a Man U camp, did a few others. They were always letting us know, hey, Rock, remember the kid you used to play in the backyard with? Look at him now. I was so jealous. I was like,
We got Lucas in the house. What's up, Lucas?
Can you guys hear me?
What's up,
Yes.
Lucas?
Yeah, cool. I'm just watching the Champions League games.
How about this Liverpool Real Madrid game? What do you think?
I tuned in that 15 minutes late, so I didn't really see the first goal.
15
But
minutes
I
late
saw,
in this game is a lot.
yeah, I saw Courtois blunder, you know,
Yeah.
and I
Would
saw
you?
Vinicius's world class goal.
Yeah, what a goal, huh?
Yeah,
What a crazy goal. Would you guys sell Rebic and Origi?
yeah, I would. I think
Yeah.
Rebic is done. I feel like he doesn't want to play for the team anymore. He doesn't have heart anymore. He keeps getting injured. He hasn't even I don't think he has played 90 minutes this season. Origi, I might give him one more season, but to be honest, I'll let him leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would sell them for any price. I don't think anyone would be willing to give us a fair offer for them, unfortunately. So we wouldn't make much from their sales.
But then we
Yeah.
never make sales.
Yeah. We do trades where we try to do like a value for value trade with another player, like we did Andre Silva and Rebic. I could see something like that with Origi or even Rebic, but I doubt we get a full cash sale for either of them, unfortunately. Ooh. I also think Rebic is probably our cocaine dealer, so
Have you heard these rumors, Lucas? These drug-induced rumors?
About Manyan,
Yeah.
I don't think Manyan is that type of person.
No.
I just feel like there's too much at stake for him to take drugs. Napoli, oh my gosh, Napoli just hit the bar.
Are you like a
Penalty for Napoli. Penalty for Napoli.
Are you in the future? You're in the future. Lucas, tell me something. How's school? How is basketball? How is life? Give us an update.
It's chill right now. It's not exam season, so there's not really any intense pressure on me right now. I'm just chilling. I'm just practicing. There's less homework, you know. I'm just enjoying life right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ball,
Yeah.
Lucas?
Yeah, basketball. Yeah, and I also play football. Yeah, I play both sports.
Nice.
High school level.
Are you a baller? Are you a baller?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh shit!
How tall are you, Lucas?
I'm like 6 foot. I'm like 5'11", 5'11", 6 foot.
And you're 16 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not 16. You're 18.
No, I'm 16. I'm 16.
Oh wow!
I'm turning 17 in April.
You still have time to grow. Make sure you stretch every day so you grow to your maximum height.
Does that really help, or it's just sleep?
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't
I
hurt
think.
to do that.
Do you guys think that playing basketball makes you taller? Because
That's what I've been saying.
You're always stretching You're stretching, right? You're always stretching.
Faradona just missed the penalty.
Mamma mia! Incredible. So, what position do you play in football, Lucas?
CDM.
Wow.
Are you better than Pobega?
Nah, he's a professional. I can't disrespect him like that.
All right. That's
How many times can you juggle the ball?
Um, like,
With your feet,
okay.
both feet, left,
My, my
right, left, right, left, right.
my juggling is really bad. I can only
Ah,
do like
yeah,
10. But
no
like
good, no good.
juggling, like no,
You wouldn't,
no,
you
no,
wouldn't be
no.
able to
But
make
to be
my team.
honest, no. But to be honest, juggling is not doesn't matter in football. Like what matters in football is dribbling, passing, and shooting. You don't need to be like Neymar juggling to be good at football. To be honest, Theo
Mm,
Hernandez can juggle the ball and he's like the best left back in the world. So for me, juggling isn't really a big deal. Like all you
no,
need is
no, no.
just to be
You
able
have,
to like dribble. No,
you
to
have to
I
dribble,
think
learn
pass,
how
Teo,
to
and shoot.
juggle.
I think Teo can do more than 10.
But yeah, but
I think
like
if you're a professional football, you can do probably
I play CDM,
infinite.
so like
No
is juggling really
bueno,
insane?
Lucas.
Yeah.
No bueno, no bueno.
Man, missing a penalty, guys, it really harms the psychology of the team when you miss a penalty.
Yeah.
Fuck. I want Napoli to
Uh,
win, man.
guys, Real Madrid just scored.
No.
Wait, what? Let me check
Stop
it.
lying,
I
Roy.
haven't seen
Roy,
the goal.
stop lying.
I have not seen the goal. I've not seen. I'm just looking at the result because we're all in fucking different time zones
Oh
over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Vinicius just scored again. Yeah,
Oh, Brazil, Brazil!
Brasil, Zil, 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 Zil.
Come on, let's go.
but Joe Gomez is so bad. No, it was actually Allison. Yeah, Allison literally just passed the ball to Vinicius.
So both goalkeepers with the
I don't
ball.
want to hear anybody talk any more shit about fucking Tatarustano ever again.
If Courtois is the number one ranked keeper in the world, maybe Tata is first, maybe second. Wow. That looked like Hoyland's goal for Atalanta. That's it, guys. That's it. Real Madrid's they're gonna score 4 goals.
Pucha caray. Oh, Lucas is Portuguese. Lucas is Portuguese, so he knows how to speak Portuguese too.
Oh, nice. Você fala português, Lucas?
Sim, senhor. Yo. Um, yeah. I'm learning Spanish right now, so like I'm mixing Spanish with Portuguese nowadays a bit. So like sometimes I say yo,
Mhm.
me llamo Lucas instead of me chamo Lucas or something like that.
Yeah. So we call that portuñol when you're speaking Portuguese and Spanish at the same time. Portuñol.
Osimhen just scored. Osimhen just scored. By the way.
Aussie man, Aussie man, Aussie man, Aussie man. Listen, juggling the ball means that you can control your touch, means you can focus, means that you have control over your limbs, and it means that your technique is good. You need to have very good technique, right, in order to play at high levels. Your first touch needs to be good. Your second touch needs to be good. And juggling the ball helps you get all of these things done, because juggling the ball is not just juggling with one foot. You have to know how to juggle the ball with your left foot, your right foot, your knees, your head, everything. You need to have the ball needs to become your bit, essentially, and juggling helps you kind of hone all of these technical aspects. And yeah, it is. You don't juggle the ball while you play football, Lucas. You don't need to do that, but you need to have good touch and good technique.
It helps,
And
Roy, but in the modern game, it's not essential anymore. Maybe like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
used
I
to be.
feel like it's not
oh
essential,
no,
to be honest.
It does help though. It's important.
Cause like
no,
when I go for like football practice with the football team, we barely do any juggling. We use our heads though. Like our coach normally tells us to like juggle the ball
you
with our
don't do
heads
any
instead of our
juggling. You don't do
nah.
any juggling.
We just do like sprints. We
No,
just
that's bad.
sprint with the
That,
ball,
that's really bad. See,
jogging,
I
then
I
jogging
teach
with the ball.
I teach all my players how to be exceptional technicians, and the juggling is part of it.
Yeah,
So
I
your
will
coach
say
is
the
bad.
best
Your
players
coach
on
is
the
bad.
teams I coach can juggle, and the worst players can't juggle. Just saying, it's not a hard and fast rule, but it is a common pattern.
Aussie man, nice.
Man,
Oh no, it
guys.
was offside.
No,
No, it
no,
was.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He was on.
But
Guys, I'll be
I think
back,
it was.
man.
All right.
Guys, these Liverpool fans, did you see? They panned the stadium. They are shocked, man. They're silent. These Liverpool
Oh,
fans are all sitting down in silence. They're frozen. Wow.
yeah, it does look like it was offside. But they're keeping. They haven't updated the score here on the website.
Oh, the second goal is offside. Oh, there was a second goal. That's why. The first one was on. Yeah, that second one was off. He was in front of the ball. Okay,
Oh, I totally fucking missed it.
you missed the
I
first goal.
I totally missed the first goal.
You're too busy giving Lucas shit for his lack of juggling skills.
Yeah. How can you not know how to juggle and be a professional football fan like Lucas? Come on.
Wow, Napoli is they're
So
turning up the heat
this
now.
describe to me the first goal. How did it go?
Very similar to that goal that they just called off, except Oshiman was peeling off of a defender on the first goal.
Was it a Lozano assist?
I actually think it was Kavicha, but the pixelated Paramount Plus stream is playing tricks on my eyes. I thought it was Kavicha. Maybe someone in the chat. Who assisted Oshiman's first goal? Was it Kavicha?
Low cross, left
Or
post.
Lozano? Yeah, it was a low cross. He peeled off the back of a defender. He tapped it in maybe 3 yards out. Literally, his body flew into the net after he shot it in.
From the left?
That's how much
from the right?
momentum he was carrying with him when he put that goal in and made the run. It was Lozano.
From the left or from the right?
Lozano crossed from the right, and he finished on the back post on the left.
So, are you in touch with your cousin, Brody?
Brody? Nah. We don't talk
You're
that
not.
much. Nah, he's like my dad's second wife's.
You should invite him on the stream.
He's going to say soccer, and Paul's going to have a heart attack.
Soccer.
He's going to say MLS and soccer, and Paul's going to die. He's going to spontaneously combust.
Incredible. I would love to see.
I can get my other godmother's son.
Who's
Zach.
that?
I can get Zach, the Brazilian Texan. He can talk about his sport.
And who is that?
He's the one that played.
Oh, that guy. The table soccer sport.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear what he has to say about football today. He's a really good player too. Look at Paul. Say no to soccer.
Soccer, guys. Come on. But isn't it crazy that in the WhatsApp chat, the Americans are like the most competent when it comes to football analytics?
That's just
doesn't
globally
make
in
any
the
sense.
world, man. We're just the most competent in everything.
It's kind of not fair. It's like not fair.
We're the smartest, stupidest people in the world. That's for sure. We're just kidding, guys. There's smart and dumb people everywhere in the world. It's all the same shit. Nobody's better than anybody else.
I'm back.
Lucas, listen to me, man. Do you know how to? What about your step over? What about your step over game?
No way.
Yeah,
No.
It's good. Our step over game is good. Like we practice like step overs in practice.
What about your Ronaldo cut?
You know, Ronaldo cut is it the? Oh yeah, it's good too. It's one of the easiest skills, to be honest.
Yeah. How's your first touch?
L turn.
Well, your first touch can be good.
Croy
It can be
turn.
better.
Yeah, my first touch is awesome, to be honest. But like what I feel like is the best in my game is my long passing.
Long pass.
Oh, a forgotten art,
Yeah,
man. That's a forgotten art. That's good.
Um, if you kick the ball like 20 meters up in the sky, right above you, can you kill the ball as it comes down with your shoe with the shoelace part of your foot?
yeah, I can.
I don't believe that.
No, like I can actually do that. It's either I control it with my chest first, then I put it on my shoelace, or I just do it directly.
Oh, it's shoelace. You can just kill the ball.
I probably won't be able to like control it.
Yeah.
The ball, no, like I'll be able to like touch it with my shoelace, then the ball bounces a bit on the ground, but like I'll be able to like just control it without the ball bouncing on
What
the
about
ground.
outside touch? Outside touch. Can you control? Can you
Outside
control it with
touch.
the outside touch and then turn? So if you control it with
Oh,
your right, you turn. You outside touch, turn to the right, ball to feet. Kick the ball up 30 meters up in the sky, and then control it with the outside touch onto the ground and turn at the same
like the
time.
Zlatan one. The Zlatan
Slap,
one.
slap that one.
I'll be honest, Roy. These are things that Brazilians can do when they're 3 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brazilians maybe, yeah, but not all players know how to do these things really well. You have to do it really well, pristine, and under high pressure too. Can you do this, Lucas?
Not on high pressure though. Like in a normal game practice, I'll probably be able to do that. But like
What
in a
about
high
inside
game,
touch?
intense pressure,
Uh, what about
everyone's watching.
inside
I don't
touch?
think I will.
What about inside touch?
Inside touch,
Oh my
I
gosh.
probably could.
Oh my God, Alisson, dude. If it wasn't for Alisson at Liverpool, man, dude, I don't know that Madrid would have 2 more goals right now. It would be 4-2 right now if Courtois was in net for Liverpool. It'd be 4-2. He's worse than Tatarusanu, Courtois.
He messed up big time. Big.
Oh, oh no, that was a defensive clearance. That was Andy Robertson. Wow, that was amazing defense.
Man, Liverpool blew their lead really easily, huh? Damn.
Yeah, they did.
All this big talk about EPL, that WhatsApp chat is like so pro EPL.
They're
Like,
twerking, man. They're twerking for the EPL. Like,
dude, it's like,
wow.
yeah, there's like, is this our WhatsApp chat is basically advertisement for the EPL.
No, 1 second.
Basically,
1 second, people are sucking the EPL's dick, and the next second, everyone hates the EPL. It's just a very bipolar chat.
it's
Wait, what do you
the
guys think
most.
about the Super League? The new Super League. What do you guys think about the new Super League?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
it's 14 more games per team in a season.
I do
I feel
like
like
the
they're doing the NBA model, the
Say names. Bro.
EuroLeague model.
Yeah, it is. It's a similar model.
Yeah, and I
I
feel like
I just wish it's just that you're generating more revenue, right? But then you're distributing that revenue among a much larger number of teams. So I just feel like we're not going to make as much money as we would have in the first iteration. But this new version will piss off less people, I guess. The truth is, I don't really care about people's feelings. I care about Milan being an elite team again. So it's hard to have both, you know.
yeah, because I just feel like even the fourth best team in the Premier League has more revenue than Real Madrid. I feel like it's just Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG. I feel like those are the only teams that can compete against like
I
high
mean
level English clubs financially.
Real Madrid is given up. Like they're saying they can't compete anymore. And Bayern is not really competing against English teams. Bayern is not a team that spends a lot of money.
Yeah.
PSG maybe is the only team that spends. Well, PSG spends more money than any other English team. But Barcelona is completely broke, completely fucked. I mean, Barcelona might go to the second division with all the shit that's coming out. Real Madrid, you know, they can compete financially, like to a certain degree, but no team aside from English teams can do what Chelsea did in a winter transfer market. You know?
Yeah. The problem with the new Super League format is that a lot of EPL teams are going to still be making lots of money from it. Whereas in the first version of the Super League, the teams that already had a lot of money in the EPL were just going to have more money. So what's the difference between Chelsea spending 200 and 300? It wasn't a huge difference. But now way more EPL teams are going to be involved in the competition. So I just don't like sharing those revenues with more teams, especially more EPL teams. I like the
Yeah,
first
yeah, me too.
version. I like the first
That's the
version of
only
the
way.
Super League better.
I liked it too. I like the first version. I don't know why people got so triggered with it. Like it was. I mean,
Because
No,
dude, they got
I feel like because
brainwashed. They got brainwashed by the
by
media
the
coverage.
media, yeah, and because like people didn't really see the gap between the EPL and other leagues back then. But like now that you see Chelsea, you see Man City, you see Man United coming back, you see all these teams, then like you are now seeing the difference between the Premier League and other leagues. Like you see teams like Southampton, Bournemouth spending money, 100 million in transfers. Now you see the difference, because no other relegation side uh, in Europe top leagues is spending that kind of money. I don't think any of them are even spending 50 million or 20 million.
Yeah, we just have to hope that they keep spending it poorly. Lucas, do you know who Ellen DeGeneres is?
Yeah, the blonde, yeah, the blonde one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Chelsea signed her. Did you see?
Nah,
Oh, you didn't see that they signed her? She plays
for
on
her
the
women's team.
left wing.
Oh, Modric. Oh yeah, I understand. He like Modric reminds me of Hauge, the way he runs,
Yeah, but he plays
the
more
way he
like
plays.
Rapinoe.
Rapinho, who's that?
Yeah,
Megan.
Megan Rapinoe. Look her up. Look up on YouTube.
Oh, the
Look up some YouTube
oh
highlights.
the pink hair from United States. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a little bit of a CDK kind of start, Budrick.
Yeah, he is. He looks
It's
lightweight,
actually
to
really
be
good.
honest. He goes down a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
I
always
want
on
to
the
see.
ground.
Paul says, "I want to see a Super League. I'm tired of not being able to spend money as a club. We're too broke." Jake also says, "I want Super League so I can see the meltdown from EPL teams."
But
There's a
like
new
you,
Super
like
League.
you need to see it. You need to see it this way. That we get money, the APL gets money, but all that matters that is we get money. And when we get money, maybe we redistribute that money fairly across Serie A, and that might help the league. You know, I feel like the Serie A needs like at least four teams in the Super League: Inter, Juve, Napoli, and AC Milan.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah, if we
Um,
generated more overall revenue, it would be easier to distribute more throughout the league. The problem is we don't generate enough overall revenue to make a significant difference in elevating a large portion of teams in the league. Like we need to work on our overall revenue generation before we can distribute more pieces of the pie. And I think it really just comes back to our global reach and our ability to commercialize the Serie A as a product globally. So once we're able to do that, the league will generate far more revenue, and you'll be able to distribute it and disperse it throughout the league and elevate the league.
Manchester United is ready to put 100 million down for Vlahovic. Other teams are ready to put down 100 million for Osimhen, 100 million for Leao, 100 million for Vicha, 100 million for this guy, that guy. You know, soon, very soon, the EPL is just going to use the Serie A as its hunting ground. The EA is going to basically become a subsidiary to the EPL. Every player, non-Italian player that comes up in the Serie A is going to be just taken from the EPL, and it's coming real soon. This is about to. We're on the verge of seeing this happen.
Yeah,
we're Italian players are going to stay.
We're kind of relying, Roy, on the players in Serie A to like have a lot of pride in the league and a lot of affection for Italy and Serie A. We're kind of just hoping that the players don't chase the dollar signs, but eventually we're not going to be able to convince them anymore.
No.
Salaries that other teams are offering are just out of control.
Yeah. And none of these players, the foreign players, have any ties to Italy. Like they don't have any ties to Italy. Their families don't live in Italy. They weren't born in Italy. They weren't born watching the Serie A. I mean, most of these players, probably players like Vlahovic, maybe Vlahovic, yeah, Eastern European, but like especially African players, they don't grow up watching the Serie A. They grow up watching they grow up watching the La Liga.
I could see a lot of Serie A players like Osimhen only leaving for more money if it's a Real Madrid or a Barca or a team like that. I could see them saying no to Chelsea. I could see them saying no to teams like that are maybe like you might not know if they're going to qualify for Champions League each season, even with a larger salary, because they do have affection for Napoli and they do have affection for Italy as a country. And
maybe
the difference between a 6 million salary and an 8 million salary maybe isn't enough to change their mind for some players, but it's going to become very, very much infrequent as time goes on.
Yeah, this is going to be like a very like a small player. It's going to look ugly unless something happens here. It's going to look ugly. So let me get to chat for a second. What about Roma and Napoli? Roma, I don't give a shit about Roma. Roma, no. Roma.
Yeah, Roma is just a dead club to me, to be honest. Like the Mourinho's first season, I saw the hype, and I like the hype, but like this season is just like they're just an average club. They've always been an average club.
Roma spent 80 years just snubbing European competition and snubbing like elite football just so they can win the derby. Like it's all they think about is the fucking derby.
Guys, stop with the Roma slander. Roma's in third place in Serie A.
But yeah, they'll always be third place. They'll always be second place. Sometimes they'll even win it.
They won Europa League.
No, the one Conference League.
Oh, Conference League. Sorry, I forgot it.
A team like Roma, the biggest city in Italy, should be like Real Madrid. Should not be like freaking Sevilla. Not even Sevilla is a bigger club. Like I have no sympathy for how low Roma has aimed for.
I don't know. I slightly disagree with you guys. Roma's spending more money than us. They're even able to make sales, and they have Jose Mourinho, who I know he's past it and he needs to evolve, but the guy has so much charisma and entertainment value. Like as a marketable manager, as a product, if you were to imagine him as a product. And then Roma they're in third place in Serie A.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Roma today. I'm talking about the history of the club. in general, Roma for the past 80 years, their ambitions, um, it's just been too low standard for me. It's been way
Yeah.
too low standard,
I think it's changing though.
and
I
and it
mean,
still is. I
they
think it still
seem
is.
more ambitious to me now than they did in previous years.
Well, I mean, under Capello, they were quite ambitious. They had like super team. They had when Totti was young, they had Montella, Totti, Battistuta, Del Vecchio, Emerson. They had a super good team. They had a much better team back then than they have one now. So they had moments where they did seem good, but how long did that last?
We'll see. I mean, if they continue to just squeak by and get ugly results, they might qualify for Champions League next season.
Well, it is their goal. It is the goal of Mourinho. That's what he said. Third year, the goal is Champions League. Let's see if he can pull it off. Find out.
Yeah.
We shall find out.
What else is in the chat? Like the video so Roy can get a new PC. There you go, guys.
Yes, guys.
Like the chat so Roy can afford his $14.99 monthly subscription
To Brazzers.
to Brazzers.
I don't think revenue is the issue. It's about relative revenue. Serie A needs a revamp. The stadium near piss poor. Yeah, that's not as important.
We always talk about this. We always talk about how Syria needs to improve and all that, and just nothing happens.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Jake, can you define relative revenue? I mean, so you're saying our revenue relative to other leagues, but isn't that still saying the same thing? We need to increase our revenue versus we need to increase our revenue relative to other leagues. It's the same statement. We're not going to be able to decrease the revenues of the EPL. So that's not an option. All we can do is control what we do as a league ourselves. We can't really do anything to affect other leagues.
Yeah, and then the other issue is just the state of Italian politics, which is unrelated to football, but it causes this chain of events that affects football. The fact that a team like Milan, Roma, Napoli, all these teams cannot fucking build their own stadium. Like, what? How is that even possible?
Well, wasn't Laird saying in a previous live that that's just Italian politics and just the Italian population is very old, very they haven't evolved with the times. So maybe once there's a shift in kind of politics in Italy, maybe we'll see it open up a little bit more economically.
Okay, but when is that going to happen? I mean, the thing about Italian politics is that the levels of bureaucracy anything needs to go through is probably more than in any other country. Right? In order to get, let's say, a bill passed or whatever, it has to go through this layer, then this layer, then this layer, then that layer, then a referendum. Then you need this time to take place, then another referendum, and then goes to another vote. Like the system of getting things done there is just a snail pace.
Roy, you would think the people who are holding Italy back and who make these decisions, you would think that they want to make more money, no? I don't understand.
Well, they want to keep the stadiums for themselves because they want the revenue of that money. They want the revenue of the money to go to the city.
But when you're presented with a plan that could make the city even more money, and you in turn more money, why they're just so scared to take the risk?
How are they making more money though?
Well, you have more people spending money in the city, more people paying taxes on those products. You're generating more money.
But we're talking about the stadium.
Yeah, every time someone buys something in that stadium, they're paying taxes on it, aren't they? Are they not? If you sell 200 beers at San Siro and people pay taxes on that, the city makes very little. But if you're selling tons of merch, you're selling food, you're selling, drinks, top shelf, your sales tax on all of that, you're generating way more money.
Right, but that's what's happening at the San Siro. Isn't it not?
I mean, Didn't
San
you guys say they're not really selling food? They're not really selling. They're just beer. There's not really a lot of merch. They're not really
At the San
generating
Siro?
as much money at the San Siro as they could be.
To be honest with you, I've never been, so I don't know what it looks like as far as.
And we only pay rent. And Roy, I saw that they said if we paid a 40 million, like it's almost like a facilitation fee. Like give us 40 million, and we'll kind of put everything through the approval process and help you with your new project. It's almost like a retainer fee for a lawyer. Hey, pay me, and like you'll have legal services from me should you need it. I know we were pissed off about that, but I would be okay with that.
You're talking about the San Siro?
Yeah, for the new stadium project. That article that came out, that Salah or whatever his name is, they want 40 million.
For what?
They didn't
A
really
year?
explain exactly
40 million
what
a
it's
year?
for. No, just 40 million. If someone else could explain that, understands Italian, and read that article, it sounded like more like a facilitation, like in order to get things through the approval process.
Oh, so it's a bribe, essentially.
Basically, to make sure there's a less negative economic impact in the immediate future for the city of Milano.
For the city of Milano, for their own pockets.
Yeah, the latter, I think. But whatever, 40 million. What's 40 million in a $1 billion stadium project? Just fucking pay it. Pay it, get everything through the approval process, and break ground on this new stadium.
I haven't read the article. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. See what it says. Yeah.
Games are back on, guys. Liverpool, Real Madrid, 2-2. Napoli still ahead.
Christian has a question for you, bro.
For who?
For you.
Oh, for me? Where did I buy Milan merch?
Oh my God, guys! I have some news. Should I spoil it?
Go ahead.
I'm watching it right now. Is it Vinicius? I think, yeah. No, it's
Bruh.
Militao.
Right, Brazil is running rampant on Liverpool.
Oh, yeah. Told you, these are the players' names I was mentioning. Christian, I buy my stuff from the Milan store, but in the US, and shipping is like $30, $40. It's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I'll typically spend $200 or $300 a season on merch to help Jerry buy more escort time on his yacht.
Hell yeah! So wait, I just
What a goal! What a ball from Modric! Oh my, that's from the training pitch. That's from the training ground. That cross, that low cross.
Man, Liverpool is like fuck.
EPL, guys. Did you know that English Premier League teams are our overlords, and we're actually a bunch of peasants, and we should bow at the altar of the EPL, and we're just lucky to be able to share a field with these teams.
Yeah, true.
You know, Real Madrid, they're lucky to even be able to step foot on this beautiful green, lush EPL pitch.
We're blessed.
I feel like the Super League also like gives a chance for like events such as a football all-star game to occur. You know, just raise it revenue.
You know, they used to do that in the 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I think they stopped maybe. I don't know if it stopped in the 70s or in the 80s, but there always used to be like an all-star game. Did you know about this?
I heard of it before. Someone said it before.
Yeah, it always used to be an all-star game.
Jake does not like me at all. Rock is like that one friend. Jake, I'm not going to let your words get to me, my friend.
Wait, what did he say? Rock is like that one friend who doesn't really understand the sport, but
he's coming at my throat.
Oh, attacks on the offense.
Yes,
come
please,
on,
Jake. Enlighten me,
your
Jake.
Brazilian defense.
Please enlighten me on the sport, Jake.
So this is an interesting topic that Chunk is bringing forward, which I don't know much about. That's another issue. If you sell 200 beers of Vicencio, as 30% goes to the Curva Sud, the whole market of the food stands and scarves is controlled by the Curva. It's not just Milan's case. It's everywhere in Italy. Clubs are held hostage by the tifosi, the fans. It's their literally organized crime. Do you guys remember a couple of years ago when Milan's Curva was arrested for moving trucks of cocaine? These are the kind of people clubs have to deal with. Yeah, also Inter had the same problem.
Interesting. So that's where Mike was getting it then, huh?
Yeah, right. Paul is defending you.
Appreciate it, Paul. My guy. Paul's my guy.
A lot of implications in Paul's reply here, but
yeah, I'm just solid, Roy. Just solid. Nothing more, nothing less.
And obviously, he's implying that the other Americans are.
Yeah, I appreciate the tacit support.
Stop the Giroud slander now, Rock.
Who?
Are you slandering Giroud? You've been slandering Giroud?
Who slanders Giroud?
I don't know. Jake has it with you.
Did I slander Giroud?
Oh, the foul proceeding wasn't foul. Jake, why don't you? Jake, why don't you come in and
hop in, Jake,
and make your case? Oh my God, Visha missed a sitter. Visha's having a poor game tonight. A good game, but poor in front of goal.
Not as efficient as he usually is. But the quality he showed throughout the match.
Quality, but yeah.
Well, the keeper came out and followed the pass pretty well.
For who?
Nah.
For Colomwani.
Really?
That's just good goalkeeping on Kavicha, Roy. The goalkeeper came out really quick off his line and followed that pass.
And to be fair, the save on the penalty was top class too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a good keeper. Who is this Frankfurt keeper? He's pretty good. Oh, Trap. Oh, wow. Is it still Trap? Is that who's starting right now?
Yeah.
That guy's always been class.
Okay, yeah. So Juventus kicked Verkurva out of the stadium. That is true. Kvara thinker. Sono italo-americano. Italo-americano.
Oh, I just saw the challenge. Jesus Christ. Was that worse than the challenge on Tonali?
Oh, what a fucking terrible challenge. It was the same shit, pretty much.
Same shit.
Exactly the same.
But I like that ref. I like the Milan Tottenham ref.
Yeah, he was letting a lot go. In a good way, though. Oof.
He definitely gave Romero a early Christmas gift because Romero should have. That was a red card for Romero.
Yeah, but to be fair, Kier was humping Kane's ass the whole game too.
So. Oh yeah, Kane is pregnant.
Kier had to take Kane out to dinner after that match, and he didn't even get a yellow at all.
This is a great topic.
Benzema just scored.
Say what?
Benzema?
Benzema just scored. Yeah.
What did I say? 4-2. Jake, you see, I know what I'm talking about, bro.
This is my next unpopular opinion edition. Do we think Pioli can win us the UCL?
Damn, I said 4-2 from the beginning, man. That's it. Real Madrid needs to stop scoring so I can be right for once. Do we think Pioli can win us the Champions League? I did predict 4-2.
Is that you, Lucas, with the TV?
Yeah.
It's a little bit loud.
I muted it.
Do you think Pioli can win us the Champions League, Roy?
100% yes.
Okay.
1,000,000% yes.
1,000,000%. You heard it here, guys. 1,000,000%.
And I want to hear your guys' opinions because I'm going to do
no room for ambiguity whatsoever. 1,000,000% yes.
1,000,000% yes. I want to hear what you guys think. I will be doing a live sometime around this week in the unpopular opinion edition, and this is going to be one of the topics. What do you guys think, Lucas and I think I'm going to bring the Milan forum back too. By the way, what do you guys think about this? What is your guys' opinion on this particular
I've
topic?
said from the beginning when I first joined the live that I think Pioli, he learns, he adapts, he grows, he's progressive-minded. I think he does admit mistakes and makes changes. I think he has tactical flexibility. He's humble. He has humility. He says he still has a lot to learn and grow. And I think that's a great example that he sets for the players. And it makes him relatable and someone worth following for the players. So I was interested to see how he would handle the house being on fire. And it looks like, he tried to save as many people as possible, like a firefighter. He reacted extremely well in a very difficult moment. And he took risks. He made changes. He introduced new players. Maybe he watched RossonARI TV. But I think he's a great coach, to be honest. I think he gets a lot more flack than he probably deserves. And we should be a little more grateful to him. The guy's given peanuts and then is expected to win everything. And he wins a lot for someone who's given very little. So I like him. I think he can win us the Champions League. He's got personality for it.
All right. We go to chat, but I want to hear what Lucas thinks.
Yeah, I think he can win the Champions League with AC Milan, but I think the management also needs to spend money to help him win that Champions League. I don't think he can win the Champions League with the current transfer system of spending on young players and expecting them to grow to winning trophies. I don't think we'll be able to win the Champions League that way. I think to win the Champions League we need some experience in the market, not like a 30-year-old or 28-year-old, maybe like a 24-year-old, 26-year-old that has already played all those games, knows how to win those games. And yeah, he's actually a good coach. He knows how to adapt. He has been through 2 dark periods in AC Milan's history, where we had that banter era. He took us out of the banter era, how we're losing games. He had to change the system, and now we are winning games. We aren't necessarily playing good football or playing well, but I feel like we just have to adapt to the system and we start playing well. And Arrigo Sacchi, I don't know why he keeps saying we are regressing. There's no regressing. I feel like we regressed after the transfer market. So he's just trying to adapt to what he's doing. And I really don't understand what Arrigo Sacchi is trying to say here. Because The transfer market was the reason why this team regressed, not purely changing the system to a back three.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Lucas, about
Yeah.
what you said about that. Totally agree with you.
I do think Pioli can be a bit more aggressive. Well, we're not there to
Go
listen to the
Napoli!
conversations, right? Oh, Napoli.
Napoli, Napoli. Uh,
Who
sorry,
scored?
sorry, Rock, for interrupting you. And then
No,
Andon is here. My
I'm gonna
friend
watch the
Andon, that loves laughing at me, is
What's up,
here.
guys?
Hey, what's up, Andon?
Watching the
Andon
game.
hates Pioli, guys.
Yeah.
Andon hates Pioli, he hates Napoli, he
That's
hates
the only
everything.
reason he jumped on. He heard this Pioli love fest, and he had to jump on.
You love Pioli too much. Nah, I'm watching Real Madrid Liverpool. This is
What a game, huh?
man, Real
6
Madrid. I
goals.
don't know. They're something else.
Di Lorenzo, your guy,
Losing-
Roy,
losing
your guy.
2-0 coming back now 4-2 for them.
Oh my God, what an assist by Vicha and what a goal by Napoli. Holy crap. Mamma mia, che calcio. Che calcio.
This is the beautiful game, guys. This is a team goal. There was like 30 passes before this goal. Wow.
Sorry, Andon, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying I don't think anybody can stop this Real Madrid. I mean,
Oh,
they're extremely dangerous. No matter what they do, I don't know what Don Carlo told them at halftime, but
Real Madrid is a beast, you know. That's the thing about Real Madrid. Like you just can't, no matter what, you just cannot stop them.
It's like fighting a boss battle in a video game when you play Real Madrid, man. Their
Oh my
their
God.
their life XP just like doesn't go down.
play the mode
Yeah.
at hardest.
You could be winning 4-0 against Real Madrid, and if there's 20 minutes left, you have to keep fighting for everything.
You know, they're just smarter than everybody else. You know, they're just smarter. They have that tradition really well embedded in their system.
They have too much experience in these kind of games.
They have all the experience in the world. You know,
Yeah.
Even imagine Vinicius, his Yankee has a ton of experience in this competition.
right? Yeah. I mean, the guy already
It's
won it,
scary.
but
How-
he
how
already
old is
won it
he?
by being a protagonist,
He's how old? 22, something like that.
something like that.
Rodrigo as well.
Look at
That's the
Valverde,
scary thing
man.
about this Real Madrid.
I would.
By the way,
only player
Rodrigo
I
has
want
a
for
hat
this
trick
Real
in the
Madrid is
Champions League.
Valverde.
What's that?
Rodrigo already has a hat trick in the Champions League. Just said against Galatasaray.
Man.
And
All
and
right.
like and
Okay,
like
sorry. Go ahead.
do you guys think Rodrigo hasn't lived up to expectation? Because people were saying he was going to be better than Vinicius.
He was
Well,
one
he
of the
hasn't- he
main
hasn't
reasons
played
they
as
won it
much.
last season. He changed the game after he entered, so he's going okay. He's going okay.
But he hasn't reached like that world class stuff of like game after game. It's just scoring and assist.
Yeah, but there's still time. Not like he's regressing. He's playing very good.
No, Rodrigo plays a different position and hasn't played as much as Vinicius. But Vinicius is
Yeah.
another level, guys. I mean,
And
it's
Vinicius
like
has been
trying.
playing
It's
like
like
that
it's
long.
like, yeah, it's like saying a 19-year-old is going to be better than Mbappe next year. It's like, come on.
Guys, Jake Thompson says, I still think that Liverpool will go through.
No
Very
chance.
difficult. Very difficult.
All right, Jake was saying I don't know shit, and then he says that. So, Jake, you've lost all
I think-
credibility, my
I
friend.
think that's
I
going to be very
I love you.
difficult.
I love you. We love everyone here, but you have lost a little bit of credibility for that statement. You're out of control.
I mean, just watching them play like Real Madrid is just holding
They're
the
picking
field much
Liverpool
better.
apart now. It's actually like Liverpool might as well be a bunch of red training cones on the pitch.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see Liverpool going to Spain and taking the game at Real Madrid. I mean, anything can happen in football. Yeah, anything
Yeah, it
can
can
happen.
happen, but I don't think they're gonna score the win 3 difference in
Very different.
Not happening.
one goal. Yeah,
Have you ever heard of upsets? I'm a Milan fan, so yes, I've heard of upsets. In particular, upsets that involve Liverpool. But
Yo, this
it's
feud
not
here
gonna
is
happen.
killing me.
But
Not
that
gonna
happens
happen.
once every 100 years. That kind of upset, not every season.
Yeah, and it happens to Milan.
Ooh, they almost
There's a
scored.
second leg. There is. It's against Real Madrid at home in the Bernabeu. So, hello. 2 plus 2
Um,
equals 4, my guy.
but in all fairness, just like analyzing how both these teams playing, it just seems to me that Real Madrid is the superior team. So if for Liverpool will need a lot of luck, and they'll need to have the most perfect game ever. Because in Spain, Real Madrid, of course, is even harder to play against them in Spain. It's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to go through.
Jake wants us
sorry,
to
listen.
clip this. Clip this. Roy, he wants you to clip this. You do not want us to clip this, man. Madrid's going to win 3-0 in Spain. They're going to win 3-0 against Liverpool in Spain.
I mean, it's not the same Liverpool of last year. Yeah, this is a Liverpool that has been depleted from, it's lost some of its fire, a lot of its fire. But listen, we were having a conversation about whether or not Pioli can win the Champions League. So I got a Rock's answer, I got Lucas' answer. So now we're waiting on Andon's answer. Go ahead.
Just a second. Madrid scored another. It's 2-5.
Oh, mamma mia,
my
ragazzi.
God. There goes
There's
my
like
prediction.
0.001% chance for Liverpool to go.
Guys, Liverpool's going to come back and beat Madrid 5-0 in Spain.
They have to win 4-0 in Spain to go through.
They're going to win 5-0 in Spain, guys. Clip this.
Listen, about Pioli winning the Champions League is rather difficult
Yes,
because
go
he
ahead,
needs
go Give us your analysis.
Oh, sorry, Andon. Go ahead. Yep.
a lot more players to win that, at least 3 or 4 more. Some for the first team, some from the bench, and
Modric is 37 and he's still doing this. That is insane.
Lucas, Andon's been trying to give us his take on Pioli, man.
it's okay.
Oh,
He needs a lot more experienced players, at least 4 new players, 2 for the first team, 2 for the bench, to have a little bit more depth to avoid this kind of injuries. I think they're doing a good thing getting Sportiello for next season because we're gonna have a reliable second goalkeeper, and also hoping that he will not stop Chiao's growth and bench him in the next period because he's thinking of reverting back to 4-2-3-1, and that will be a mistake if he does that because we are not fit for that formation as things stands. And I still, because what I like Pioli, what he said, I think receiving the reward, he's aware that he needs to learn a lot. He's not saying, "Okay, I'm finished, I cannot improve." He's saying that he needs to learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's not that stubborn for certain players, I know he loves some of the players, and even though how shit they play, he continues to play them. So if he learns how to tweak that, maybe in 2 or 3 seasons. And if Milan continues to grow as they grow. Although I won't be surprised even this season if we pass Tottenham because we can even go to the semi-final. But still, there is like we're 2-3 seasons away, growing as a team, getting new players. Then maybe.
Andon.
Yeah.
Andon, the reason why he keeps playing shit players is because he has no bench. He plays
But
Messias has a bad game. He plays Salesmakers has a bad game. There's no one else there. Giroud plays bad. Giroud plays bad. He plays Origi. Origi plays bad. There's no one else there. Leao plays bad. He plays Rebic. Rebic is not on the same level as Leao.
No.
He plays
I'm not
Brahim
about
Diaz.
that.
Brahim Diaz plays bad. CDK comes in. CDK doesn't play well. So I won't say it's Pioli's fault. I just say it's the management's fault.
It's not just the management fault because, for example, I'm gonna take example. Chao should have gotten a lot sooner, a little bit more chances. Because even in the games he played previously, he played a couple.
But Charles not a game winner though. Like I understand that Charles should have played about Gabia, but Charles not a game winner.
No. Listen. I'm not speaking about game winner. I'm speaking because Chao had 2 or 3 good games at the start, and after that he didn't even enter the game. That's one of the mistakes Pioli did. So maybe if he learns to integrate them a little bit better, because those are the players. A good coach knows how to use them properly. For example, also Adli. You cannot not give Adli a chance, and in 2 preparational period, he's the best player on the pitch, and not getting a chance. Ranks as well. He played a couple of good games, and after that, he didn't get a chance. So Pioli is not just the management's fault; it's Pioli's as well, because there was a time where players didn't know where they played on the field. Yeah, he had the formation, but nobody knew their task. He tried to do something that the team is not prepared this season, especially because last season when we played mostly a counter-attacking football. We let other teams attack us, and we played on the counter-attack, which suit us because we don't have the quality to control the ball and attack constantly. This season, he tried something different. He tried to hold up the ball. He tried to dominate the game. He tried to do a little bit more possession-based football, and that backfired. Why? Because we don't have the proper players to do so. Only one in the midfield that knows how to play like that is Benacer. Tonali doesn't know how to play that football. None of the substitutions. So now when he's reverting back to the style of play he played last season, even though the formation is not the same, but the style is the same, he's focused more on defending, on a little bit more compactness at the back, and playing more on the counter attack. He needs to learn to accept some limitations that the squad has. And if he learns to continue to do that and not to try some stupid experiments, then I think we can have a lot more better results. And also, we're so unlucky with injuries. I can give him that because no other team has that kind of injuries. Imagine your starting goalkeeper hurt for how many rounds? There are like 12, 13 rounds, maybe even more. He's hurt from September. That's like 4 months ago. And he still somehow managed to be close to top 4 because I don't think any other team like that would have managed to do so. Not even Napoli, not even Inter, not even Juventus, and especially the other players. But
There's one thing I want to. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
but I still not convinced that he can do it at a European level. I'm not 100% convinced.
Okay.
But let's see.
There's one thing that you said here that I'm going to push back against
Okay.
because you're not the only person that says this, and I don't know, and I just don't understand where this is coming from. You're saying that Pioli last season had this defensive approach. You
A
guys
more
need to explain
defensive.
this to me because
No, more
he's
defensive.
I've never seen Pioli aside from now have a defensive approach.
No. Roy, if you remember the last 7 games that we won,
Yeah, I remember very well.
yes, you remember. So you remember what kind of camp we played? Who we played at camp? Krunic?
No, but those are players. We're talking about
Yes,
system.
those are. But even the style of players, we didn't try to hold the ball and play possession-based football and attack a lot. Because when we're attacking like that, we're exposing the back line. And
But
because
okay. So this thing here, I mean, we played a high line last year, and we were pressing high, and we dominated possession in many games. Obviously, against Atalanta, it's hard to dominate possession, so you're not going to do that. Against Fiorentina, it's a little bit harder. But against most teams, we dominated possession and we played a high line. And against the stronger teams, we still did that, but the possession was shared a little bit more. So this is an opinion that I've heard from other people. I just don't agree with this assessment that we played a
we
defensive system. We didn't.
more defensively than we played this season, a lot more defensively. We didn't try to do. I'm saying we didn't try to do some fancy stuff that he tried this season. This season we're
But
playing
when you
maybe not
say we
Roy, maybe not defensively, but more simple. We played more simple to put it a little bit more understandable. We played a simpler style of football. It was simple touches, simple passes, stuff like that. This season we're trying to do things a little bit more differently, and
but explain this. Like when do we try to do this?
in every single game, we're not doing those simple things that we did last season, especially in defense. We are overcomplicating. We are overcomplicating some of the passes. We're overcomplicating some of the possession, and we are almost very often caught off guard. Because last season, for example, in the 4-2-3-1, basically the formation we played, Tonali dropped a lot at the back, or Tonali, or Benacer, or Kessie. We had that third man to protect the back line. This season we don't see that much. We're playing
Well, in the build up, he was dropping. But once
yes.
once we brought the ball up the field, then he would go inside in the.
This season we are not doing that we did last season, and but that's why the backline is exposed. That's why this season, like more than 10, 15 times they caught Tomori off position, and they made some mistakes. Even they caught Gabia, even they caught everybody. Even Kalulu made some mistakes. But now, by reverting to a 3-man back line, they're a little bit more protected at the back. I would rather win like this 1-0 victories, because in the last 3 games you're playing perfect defense. Nobody's putting our own foot in the defense.
But even if you last season told me that we're playing defensive minded and we're playing like I would be like, dude, what are you? What
not
are you
defensive
smoking?
counter-attacking football. That's not strictly
but
defensive football.
Even that, like, did we really play counter-attacking football last season?
Yes, because most of the goals were solo goals by Leao.
Some of his goals, a lot of his goals were build up. But I mean, this is like, look, you said those things. A lot of them,
I would say last season most of his goals were counter attacks. Leao's most goals were counter attacks. No, not build up plays. But this season is more like build up plays, because now we're like the champions of Italy. So like we have that fear factor in Italy. But
it didn't suit us. We don't have that style of players that play this style of play that Pioli wants to play. He needs a lot more better midfielders for this. He needs players that can hold up the ball and make better passes. Because he completely fucked up the cam position.
So, I mean, again, if we look at the stats of most games from last year, you'll see that Milan has like 60% of possession against maybe 90% of teams. 60%, some even 70%. Then some teams it's like 50-50. Some teams it's more the other team. So again, like this idea that we play like a cortomuso style of football is just it's wrong. It's just not true. It's not true. Now, you can say we played simpler. Well, maybe we played simpler because we had simpler players, right? We had the last games, the starters were Kessie, Krunic, Salamakers. So these are players that play simple. But the approach is the same, though. The approach is not different.
Well, that's another thing. We're playing with the same players from last season. We didn't get new players that can be integrated in the first team besides CDK. And he should have continued with the same style of simple play. Doesn't mean that you have to do it complicated. That's why we had those.
And this is another thing. Sorry, Anna. This is another thing that I need to understand. It's like Pioli does not have a remote control that decides how the players play.
Yes.
He puts the players on the pitch. He plays with players on the pitch, and then he decides the spacing. He decides the lines. He decides the positioning. But once the players are playing, they make their own decisions. You know.
Yes, but he trains that in trainings. He tells them he tries to implement his game plan.
Well, I mean,
that some of the things depends on the players, but in general, the game plan is done by the coach.
Okay, but the coaches are training their team how to hold the ball. Every coach needs to do that.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with that. Milan never once would play against, let's say, a team like, who do we play against? Torino. Remember, we beat Torino 7-1, or what was the last game we played that we won?
Against Torino?
Monza, teams like Monza. We would never play this kind of game last year. We would dominate the game completely against teams like Monza, these kind of teams. So the only thing I'm going to push back on what you said here, the other stuff is all very objective, and you know, like a lot of it I think I can agree with, but this idea that not only you said it, other people have said it, but we played this kind of like different approach, and this year we completely changed our approach. I haven't seen that at all. I've seen us pretty much.
Listen, I can understand Pioli because Milan are champions. He wants to dominate a lot. He wants to prove on the pitch why they're the champions. and I can understand him trying to change that and to see if it's gonna work. But if that's not working for the, let's say, first 5 rounds, and revert back to what it
But
worked.
it did work in the beginning.
Well, not completely. We didn't have that many great games. Again,
I mean,
even though we won
we were up there. We were always up there.
we were, yes, we were up there, but we had too many defensive mistakes that we didn't have last season.
No, you see, this is the issue. This is the problem, because last year, up until the 16th game, we conceded literally the same amount of goals, and we literally did the same amount of points. Like these are numerical facts that you can check.
Yes.
So
we improved after the 16th
we had
round.
the same amount of points, same amount of goals. We conceded the same amount of goals, more or less scored the same amount of goals. So the difference was the only difference is that we were weaker this year because we lost Romagnoli, who brings much more stability in the locker room and a good option coming from the bench. And then we lost the player that played 90% of our games, which was Kessie, and we didn't replace Kessie with anybody. So we're weaker this year as far as the roster in general. But to say that we changed approach, that we became this like team that wanted to play tiki-taka and wanted to dominate games, I mean, I haven't seen. I don't see.
Not tiki-taka, because tiki-taka is something that we cannot do. But a lot more attacking than last season. A lot more attacking. Because last season, most of the goals Leao scored were counterattacks. They were not build-up play. And especially in the last games, we won mostly thanks to those goals.
But I look, because this conversation was brought up other times. I checked the stats of the last 7 or whatever games. Most of our games, we completely dominated those games. As far as
I'm not speaking about stats, Ron.
As far as possession,
from the field,
possession, passing accuracy, and passes, and just holding the field, having a high line.
We had a more defensive attacking midfielder last season.
Yeah, okay, but this is where Lucas was right, saying our mercato, kind of messed things up. You bring in CDK, you pay 35 million for him. Of course, you have to play him. Of course, but he doesn't give you the same output that Kessie does.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to. He gives you a little bit more quality on the ball, so your game kind of changes that way. You have to play Diaz there, and of course you become more offensive. But that is a problem that came with the Mercato, not with Pioli.
Yeah, I think they were playing the long game with the Mercato. They should have replaced Kessie. That should have been the number one priority after it was clear that we were going to lose Kessie. That was a huge mistake because he is absolutely critical to our system of play and to the dynamic of our team.
I think
so. They were betting on CDK.
I think
for
the
a future season.
The Mercato was not getting Botman a lot sooner. If we had gotten Botman a lot sooner, the whole strategy would have been changed. I think we would have been focused more on getting a midfielder, a classic midfielder, rather than CDK. Because if we got Botman, we wouldn't have gotten CDK. So I think maybe that's one of the mistakes they did.
Well, their idea was to get Sanchez and play Sanchez instead of Kessie.
Yeah, I think they should have given Kessie the salary that he was requesting.
I agree with that.
But it's not that
was the cheapest option. No, the cheapest option was to pay Kessie $2 million more a season.
Listen, totally.
With the Kessie problem wasn't just the salary; it was also agent commissions.
Then pay the agent commissions too.
Yeah,
they were
it cost less.
They were not going to pay 20
like,
million.
have you never renewed a top player's contract before?
It was 10
million. We act like
Milan is not in a position to pay for their own player 20 million for renewing a contract.
Okay, but we paid for CDK much more.
That's different. That's a transfer.
Not
for you, because you that's your own player. It's stupid to play your own player that much. You're not buying him for a new club.
Okay, but if CDK's contract expires and we want to renew him, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's
Are we
that's
not going to
football.
renew his contract because we have to pay agent
No,
fees? I mean,
you don't. Theo
you have
renewed
to
without
pay
that.
agent fees.
No,
It's
listen,
this
listen.
is
You
Theo
think
renewed
you think
without that.
Leao's agents now or
are not going to
Benacer's
get a
agent
fee.
didn't?
Yeah.
Leao is a different situation. It's not about agent commission. It's about the fine with Sporting. It's a totally different thing. The agents may push for a free transfer because on a free transfer is the only way they're gonna get that commission. Because, for example, we renewed Theo's contract. We didn't pay 20 million to his agent.
But
We
okay,
renewed
but where
his
did you
contract.
get this 20 million number? This because I've never seen this 20 million number.
It
I've
was
seen
reported.
10 million. I
Even
said
if
I've
it's 10,
seen 10 million.
even if it's 10, we didn't pay 10 to Theo's
Okay,
agent.
okay. But listen to me. If we had Kessie on the field today, we wouldn't be 20 points behind Napoli right now. So
Yes, but
that 10
yes,
million is worth it.
listen more. But if you pay that fee to Cassie's agent, then Theo would have asked the same thing. Benacer would have asked the same. Everybody, when they're in your contract, they're gonna
No,
ask the same.
you don't let them run out like we did with Benacer.
Yeah, that was
If
the problem. And Don is correct that the issue is that we had a salary cap that we put in
We have a
place.
salary cap. We
We have
don't
a
have
salary
unlimited
expectation that we put in place, and it's a slippery slope, and we didn't want to make an exception and
But we have
go
made
down that
exceptions.
route.
We made exceptions for Donnarumma. We made exceptions for Ibrahimovic. We're about to make an exception for Leao. Kessie was worth the exception in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, look
I don't
look
think
at
we're
it
making
different.
the exception for Leao. I don't think we are. I don't think he's going to renew.
Well, I mean, we offered him 7 million, 7.5 or whatever.
I think we have like we're owned by American owners, right? So they have franchise players that can get the highest salary cap, and then the rest of the players
No,
are at a
but we
certain
did
level.
offer him above what the salary
Yeah,
cap
I think
was.
we just want Leao and one other. I think we're willing to
Right.
pay up to 2 players more than
And
6.
Kessie should have been that other.
Yeah.
I mean, he's didn't.
You're saying it should have been Leao and Kessie?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Kessie was the player that was 90% of the games. He was the player that you needed to play all the time. Either a central midfielder, attacking midfielder. Most of our games we won with Kessie there. Well, most of the times, those counterattacks games that we played is because Kessie was there helping the midfield win those balls in the middle and sending up those counterattacks.
Yeah.
So for
it
me,
makes no sense. It just makes the policy makes no sense because at the end of the day, sporting results generate revenue, and you needed to keep Kessie in order to keep having success on the field. So it just made no sense to say we're willing to spend 35 million on CDK, who's not going to win us games on the field, instead of spending 10 million agent fees and 1.5 extra million in salaries
But
to continue getting sporting
Rock,
results on the field.
after that, you
That
cannot
logic
renew-
makes no sense.
after you do that, you cannot renew anybody else after that. Every agent is gonna be asking for a commission. Doesn't
no,
matter
but I know this is what makes you. Why are you so sure about this?
because it doesn't matter if his contract run out in a season or two. Every negotiation is the same.
Yeah, okay. So if Benacer doesn't want to negotiate, you sell it. That was the mistake. The mistake is that they waited for Kessie till the end, but this time it's like, okay, you're not going to renew 1 year or 2 year before you renew the contract. This time we're going to sell you.
But Roy, this
And
is a different
players and
situation.
agents are different.
Listen,
Players and agents are different. I
listen,
mean, Benacer
the
might
situation
be
was different.
a different
We
situation.
couldn't allow ourselves to sell either Romagnoli or Kessie because we were still not established as a team. We couldn't allow
Yeah,
ourselves
and
to do that.
now we can.
Now we can, yes. Now I agree.
So we don't need to worry about that.
Yes. Now if they continue to do the same thing, then it will be a problem. I can understand for previous seasons. I can understand every free transfer that went out. But if they continue like this in the future, then it will be a problem. But I don't think they will
Sure.
allow to do the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I think agent representation makes a big difference too, and that's a factor. None of
Yeah,
us have
it's not
discussed.
just with us.
It was represented by an agent who's a millionaire who has 1,000 clients, and then Kessie's represented by this random agent, who has a few clients and is close ties to the family. Like totally different negotiations.
Yeah, but also expect that players going on a free to be more often and more from just for those players' fee, agent fees. It will be a very common thing, not just for Milan, for everybody.
Yeah. What about the sporting fine? And
What?
so we're gonna do
Yeah.
this exact same. It's gonna be the same story again with Leao. We're gonna say we're not willing to pay 1.5 million more in salary and a 20 million fine, but we're willing to go spend 40 million on the market on another CDK. That's what we're gonna do all over
Well,
again. The same
well,
bullshit
no.
again.
If he doesn't renew,
We're gonna
they're
lose a
gonna.
franchise
No, 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 no,
player
no.
and spend
He-
more money on a player who may or may not
If
pan
he
out
doesn't
for
renew, they're
us.
gonna sell him. Not gonna
Again,
lose
we're
him
gonna
for
do
free.
it. Hold on, Andon, it cut off. You're saying we're gonna let him go for
Sorry.
free? You said. Hold on,
No,
it
no,
cut
no,
out.
no, no, no. I'm saying they're gonna sell him in the summer if he doesn't renew. They're not letting him go on free
Yeah.
because they cannot allow themselves to do that financially as well.
What if they don't get a sufficient offer, Andon? If they get offered
They will
75
because
million, you think they'll take
Leao
it?
will
They'll
be a
accept
player
it?
in the man.
You don't think we'll be stubborn and say, you know what, you're just gonna see out the rest of your contract. We're not selling you
No,
for less than
they
what you're
cannot.
worth.
I don't think we're going to do that. No.
No,
Okay.
no. I think that for minimum price they're gonna sell him is around 80 to 100 million, something like that, because they can get around that price for Leao.
Yeah, but this is why I'm saying like that's not something to worry about as far as wage
Yeah.
agent fees. Like, okay, you pay Kissie's agent. It was your fault that you brought it to this point. You could have just given him what he wanted when he asked for it back then, instead of waiting till the contract was over. So they don't need to repeat these same mistakes. By the way, guys, Napoli won 2-0,
Yep.
and very interesting. Frankfurt. So Napoli was a training in Frankfurt Stadium. And in the jumbotron, whatever, however you call it, while Napoli was training, they had the scoreline 2-0 for Frankfurt. Man, they jinxed the fuck out of themselves.
Was that a
And
joke? Was that a mistake? Were they trolling?
I don't know if it was a troll or what it was, but while Napoli was training in the big jumbotron, they had Frankfurt 2, Napoli 0. So that totally backfired on me.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back to the WhatsApp chat because we said today Napoli's winning and Real Madrid's winning. And I mean, it was very obvious that Napoli and Real Madrid were winning today. And everyone in the chat, oh, Liverpool, the EPL, gawk 3000. Frankfurt, Frankfurt won the Europa League and German football. And get the fuck out of here, guys. I mean,
that's the most hilarious thing I've heard. Gawk.
Or because this guy is American. What about the American kid that we are looking at? What was his
Who?
name from MLS?
Who's this? Zaha?
No, American. He's American.
The
He's
Philadelphia Union striker. I thought Paul was just making a joke.
No. There were some reports that Joe even directly negotiated with Puma because Puma were his main sponsors.
Okay.
But
I don't know enough about him, to be honest. I don't watch the MLS a lot. I like the Santiago.
What's his name?
Jimenez.
What's his name? What's his name?
Let me find it.
Who?
Gawk. That's a new one, dude. That's funny. Cade Cowell.
Cade Cowell.
Oh, yeah, Cade Cowell, yeah.
Cade. That's a cool name. Cade Cowell. It's a strong
Let's
name.
check him out.
He's got the salad maker's hair vibes with the highlights.
What position?
He's a winger. Left.
6 foot. He's left wing?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's not good. I don't like being linked to left wingers. It makes me think Leao's leaving.
I really don't want Leao to leave. I really do not want Leao to leave.
don't either. I really wish we could convince him to stay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
maybe
want
he could be a
continuity.
backup.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Rebic, if there is a good chance that they're going to sell Rebic, so they have to replace Rebic.
Yeah, and I think it will be a good marketing trick to get an American in the team to try to promote a little bit more in America on the American market.
Cade Colwell, let's see, Brazil scout. All right, next. Antonio Madrid. Antonio is he loves the EPL. He's one of those. He's big time one of them.
Antonio is a City fan.
Oh yeah. Who's playing? Oh, they're playing Leipzig. All right, guys, let's check out this Cade Colwell. Let's see if he is worth the investment. Yeah. Now it's much less likely Liverpool would go through, but I don't go back on my prediction. Jake, I think there's like 5%. All right, citizenship, American, Mexican.
He can play basically everywhere in attack.
Come on, internet, work.
Covers more positions.
Hans is good with percentages. We'll ask him what the percent chance of Liverpool going through is.
Dude.
Probably still higher than what he thinks Milan's chances are to beat
Hans
Tottenham.
is giving Milan. Oh, he's not. Okay, so this guy's 19, can play left wing, striker, right wing, 182, 6 feet, 74. That's pretty heavy.
It's a good build. We love players that can play across all three forward positions.
Quite muscular, right? I mean, 6 foot, 74 is good. Yeah. All right, let's see what his concentration, weakness, concentration. Great.
And heading. Concentration and heading. Wow, that makes me think of someone on the current squad.
Sounds like Leao.
Athleticism, ball control, those are good.
Come on, work.
Yeah, basically sounds like Leao, this Leao point to goal.
So it probably really is a Leao replacement. Appearances 34, 5 goals, 3 assists. Pass successful, 80% was pretty good. Yellow card.
He looks like a party boy.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like a partier.
What team is this?
Oh, LA. No, he's not LA Galaxy.
The Earthquake.
Oh, he plays in the MLS?
San Jose.
Plays in the
Oh, the guys, no. Nobody in the MLS is. Let's.
Hey, Barcelona signed that guy from the MLS.
Who?
Araujo.
Araujo, yeah, the Mexican right back.
Yeah, they signed him.
He has good ball control.
That was nice.
He's good with his feet.
You have to remember the competition that he's playing against in these videos is
Yeah, but I'm speaking about his work with the feet.
Guys, this guy, if he comes to Milan, he'll probably be even benched during training. I mean,
he's going to be benched for the Primavera.
dude, this guy is not even going to. He's going to be even for the warm up. We're going to sit him down.
Roy, we need cannon fodder, man. We need some cannon fodder.
What do you mean?
Just someone to train with. Someone to train with, to beat up on, to build confidence in the real players. Yeah. You know when the players are practicing their free kicks? He can be someone in the wall. Maybe he could be the alligator in the wall that lays down.
Dude, this guy in Serie A again. Merc.
He looks good, Roy. What are you saying?
No, that kind of.
What position would he play, Roy?
Dude, he would have trouble finding space in like a one of. one of the relegation teams, maybe.
So you're saying he would play left bench? He's offsides, man.
Why are we being linked to this guy? What? What? Are we serious?
They just showed a goal that he scored when he was offsides, man. That's not a good sign. He's sponsored by Puma, Andon said, and it's like a Puma relationship.
Oh my god! Look at
situation.
his feet.
He doesn't go down easily. He's strong. He doesn't.
He's got a good build. He's definitely he's got a six-pack for
Physically.
sure.
Yeah, he's pretty physically strong.
This guy should probably be like a defensive midfielder, not a as a winger, he wouldn't ever see the pitch.
Guys, just to let you know, Jens Peter Hauge has highlights exactly like this against European teams. He looks just like him, actually. So, Roy, do you think at training he would be allowed to participate in the wall, or do you think he would? Or do you think he would be the alligator in the wall that lays down?
I don't think he has acquired to be the alligator either.
Wow. Do you think he holds the goalkeeper's water bottle for him and refills it?
I think he'd be like a reserve. I'm doing be the reserve.
A reserve to the reserve?
A reserve to the reserve of a water boy. No, I mean, look.
So you're saying that this kid is going to put mayonnaise on the burgers
maybe
at Milanello. He's going to fry Salamaker's chicken nuggets?
Maybe.
Wow. He's a reserve for that position too, huh?
No, listen, let me tell you, look. Obviously, he has some qualities, but
he has good ball control. He's good with his feet.
He looks good, man. I'm not going to lie. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good, but I'm telling you, Vinceria, he's never going to see the pitch. Never. Like, whose position is he going to take?
The reserve.
Like, our Primavera players look like this, guys. I mean, probably Chaka Touré looks much better.
Yeah, but maybe he's going to bring us some Puma dollars. Okay, someone said he would be a good replacement for Rebic. Guys, I would replace Rebic with a Trump.
Bro, no. Who said that?
Roy, if
my God,
if he's a reserve to the reserve for the water boy, Rebic is...
No, come on, let's be serious, guys. I want to fucking win. We were talking earlier about, Pioli needs players to win a Champions League, and this is the guy we're talking about? Come on, guys. Our standards need to be much higher than this.
He has a mullet, Roy. Look at the mullet.
Yeah,
He'd
should be at a Trump rally.
He would be good for our TikTok channels.
Guys, come on. We need the creme de la creme, not fucking.
We are not getting that without the stadium.
Okay, but a little bit of scouting, can help.
This is Jerry's.
Well, Moncada is doing good scouting, but they're not listening to him.
Is this guy cheap, Andon? Is he going to come for
How
cheap?
much is this guy?
5 million, I think. Something like that.
This is a good market. How is this a good marketing move?
He's sponsored by Puma.
Yeah.
This is a bad marketing move.
Does he even get any playing time with the national team? I've never...
She's 19, I think, not.
5 million.
19.
He's 19. He looks 27.
I want to know how this is a good marketing move is a player that plays. I mean, guys, look, I don't know. I don't want to sound too mean, but
say it.
This guy wouldn't even have any space in in teams like Bologna, like down to the 15th spot of a Serie A, maybe you'd find some space.
Roy, don't troll him, man. He looks good. He looks like Rovella.
No, Ravella's a totally get him.
That's another guy we could use in the team.
Would you take a chance on him for $5 million? Guys, I don't want to spend $5 million on anyone. I want to sign players that are 15, 20 million, 25 million. Players that we know have done it, have proven that they can do it.
Moncada is doing very good scouting, but they're not listening to him. He suggested very good players, but they're not listening to him. I don't know why.
And also, they said the relationship with Moncada is going to remain. So he's not leaving. He's going to be our top scout. So all those rumors about Moncada leaving, they dismissed those rumors.
Oh, okay,
recently.
good.
So that's good for us.
Roy, can you check out that Greek kid that we're also looking at?
He's pretty good. He's not bad.
Paul said, "What am I watching?" Paul, you are watching soccer.
Well, join on the live. Don't be like that.
You're watching soccer. That's where you're watching.
Yeah, this is some real soccer. This is pure soccer. No, listen. A player like this. First of all, if he was in Italy, a player like this wouldn't be a winger, an attacker. He'd be a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. But man, he would have to do a lot of work in order to get into a team like AC Milan.
You'd have to fill a lot of water bottles.
Yeah. What was that guy's name? Giannis something. Giannis.
Place a park, something like that.
I want Santiago Jimenez. That's who I want.
Let me see.
Brazil scout. This guy is decent. He's got some decent feet.
Giannis Constantelias, something like that.
Yeah.
Giannis. He's there already. He's at the top. Where are you looking? You're looking for something else?
The first
I'm
one.
looking for
Better quality?
no, just if they have it on Brazil
Scout. He doesn't have a Brazil Scout video. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
Who's this guy? Underrated players. Let's go with this guy. The future of Greece.
Okay.
Sack.
Guys, we're looking at top level talent here on the channel. Like, these are the future Ballon d'Or winners.
This guy has some interesting feet. He's got some interesting. I saw them.
If this guy was English, he would be 80 million in the Premier League.
Oh yeah.
Was he wearing the number 6? I think he was wearing the number 69 jersey.
That's clever. You see, that's juggling right there. Right.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Boom, bop, bop.
Wow.
Yeah, look at those touches.
Oh,
That's
he's
a penalty.
good.
The ball really close to his feet. The ball is like
He's
very
wearing
close.
65.
Yeah.
Man, I would change that rule immediately at football. You have only jerseys from 1 to 18, and you can fuck off.
Yeah.
That's
Like back in the day.
Numbers.
He looks like the guy that we showed on the last live.
The Turkish guy.
The Turkish guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks similar to him. He looks like Noah Lang, guys. What happened to Noah Lang rumors?
He's still linked to Milan.
I mean, that guy's a national team player. Like,
This is a clever player.
He's the type of profile we should go for, not these
If we sell out, we're gonna go for Noah Lang.
I would replace Rebic with Noah Lang and keep Leao.
Yeah, I agree with that.
In a perfect world, yes, but
In a perfect world.
I don't know how Noah Lang repaired his relationship with the fans after what he did when he was linked to us. He must have done a lot of damage control to get back in their good graces. He must be performing well too.
I saw a report he is performing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's interesting. He's definitely someone to look at. I can see him playing the Serie A. He definitely has the ball control.
Empoli. I could see him playing at Empoli.
He could, yeah. He could even play for a higher team because he has some proper ball skills and proper. It looks like he's got proper IQ, but I don't know when it comes to the Greek
Monza.
players. There's not many Greek players that are succeeding right now.
Through.
Or that are breaking through.
Yeah.
But his ball control is quite good.
Yeah. All of his shots are straight to the keeper, though.
Yeah, I don't think he scores many goals.
Well, he's a midfielder.
He's a midfielder, yeah, at the end of the day.
We need him to create, hold up the ball.
Isn't Noah Lang an actor?
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Noah Lang, actor. Oh, yeah, this guy.
Let's fucking Noah Lang, actually.
Yeah, put Noah Lang on to 2023 season.
New.
Put Noah Lang 2023 highlights. Maybe they'll have some stuff from this season.
Nah. Put highlights from Onyedika from
Brazil
this season.
Scout out.
Let us see how he plays.
Onyedika, man, I fucking love.
They want
that was the replacement for Kessie right there. That was the guy. How did they let that one slip? Mamma mia, ragazzi.
How much is he worth now?
They want 20 million for that Greek kid, by the way. That Christian's saying 20 million for him.
We're offering 10, of course.
So we're offering 5.
We can still get Onyedika. He's still worth around 15 million.
Onyedika now plays with Noah Lang.
With Bruce.
Noah Lang against Benfica from this season. Where is it? Is that Onyedika right here? I think that's Onyedika. No. There were reports saying that he had agreed terms with Milan.
Yeah, it was about 20 million at the time.
Yeah, we're definitely still keeping those channels of communication open with him. But I wonder, remember Favre in Ligue 1? I wonder if it's a similar situation. There was a hype train and the train passed.
Oh, what's up?
Can you guys hear me?
What's up, Paul? My guy.
What's up, Paul?
What's up? Who was that MLS player? Oh my God. Why are we linked to players like this? Jesus Christ, he is so shit.
Nah, he's a soccer player. Don't say it like that.
Oh, this is not football, man. That's soccer. Soccer. Oh my God. He's shit, man. Why are we linked to players like this, guys? What is this?
We need money. We need any penny we can pinch. We need
Oh my God.
so
This
Jerry
guy has
can
scored.
afford his new stadium.
This guy has scored 5 goals in MLS in 34 appearances with defenses
That's
like
amazing.
that. Defenses like that. Why are we linked with him? Why?
Well, Nkunku would be great. Yeah, obviously.
He went to
Oh
Chelsea.
my god. Yeah, Nkunku is gone, guys. The
Nkunku.
second guy was much better though. The Greek guy, he's much better.
Yeah.
What position does he play?
This is
Midfielder.
the sport. Can you see it? See it?
1 second.
The arm wrestling.
That's the sport. This is a sport.
It's
Why?
very interesting.
I
some of the
love fucking
highlights.
arm wrestling.
I love
East
seeing
versus
someone
West.
who's not like physically, like doesn't look physically strong, beating someone who looks massive. It's so interesting.
This is Dennis
Soccer.
Deplenko. He's one of the greatest arm wrestlers ever. Dennis
Guys,
Deplenko.
let's watch some more soccer.
Soccer. We're
Soccer.
gonna watch Onyedika.
Soccer.
Try to see.
What did you say
Actually,
about
this
East?
is a good suggestion. Can we watch Origi?
Yeah,
man?
for the arm
Can we
wrestling.
watch some Origi
I'm
stats
Arm wrestling.
to remind
I'm
ourselves?
American. I'm
West.
American, and I like soccer. How's that?
Yeah,
Soccer.
Soccer.
you got it.
What about arm
Oh
wrestling?
my god. Oh my god. Why are
In
we
the clip
linked
that
to
you
players
showed,
like
it
this?
was the East versus West.
He had long.
Do you know it?
flowing hair
You know that
with
promotion?
highlights, and he's Puma.
No, I
Puma
was.
player.
But it was funny to know that there is East
That
versus West.
is the biggest arm wrestling promotion. I love it. God, I love arm wrestling. This was the guy. How did we screw this one up?
Oh, where is
For
he?
Burke, that's
Where
what.
is he playing now?
Bruges.
Bruges.
Basically funded his move.
We have good relationship with Bruges. We can still negotiate a
No.
player with Bruges.
No, we don't. They bullied us for CDK guy.
Yeah, but we got it over the line though.
Yeah, after how long?
Dude, we took CDK's girlfriend out of Belgium, so
Oh,
they're not-
dude,
they're not
I
gonna be
made
happy with us.
I took the Brazos logo. I had a perfect poster of the picture. I didn't want to release it.
Oh,
I was like,
tell them what our,
Of the look, the smoldering
Roy-
eye look.
yeah.
tell
Roy,
them
Roy,
what
Roy,
I said about
Roy.
our boy Origi.
Roy,
Tell
don't.
them.
Roy, don't. Wait,
Roy, I could give
Roy.
you the perfect caption for that too.
No, Roy, don't do that shit, man. If CDK sees
I-
it, he's gonna disappear, man. He's gonna
I
just end his Milan career, man.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
said
yeah, I
earlier
didn't
on
wanna
the
do it.
Someone said
didn't
earlier
wanna
in
do
the
it.
stream that two
Don't do
people
this shit.
left the live stream when we were talking shit about CDK and that it could have been CDK. Guys, that was Hans and his fake account John Smith that left this.
Who's John Smith?
Those were the two people that left alive. So don't worry, CDK is definitely not watching this as much as we would love to think that. He's got a bigger fish to fry right now.
Man, CDK. You guys are horrible to CDK, man. Especially you, Rock.
No, stop, man. I love CDK.
You're horrible to him. Man.
No, he's the new
Horrible.
Kaká, man. Kaká is my favorite player of all time, and CDK is the new Kaká.
Kaká is my favorite player of all time too, man.
Oh,
Oh, they're
really?
anti-Belgium, Paul.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Guys,
That's why
look
we're
at this.
besties, man. That's why we're besties.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Shiva's the reason I started watching Milan. Kaká is the reason I stayed a Milan fan.
There you go.
Look at
That's why
him.
we get
Look
along
at
so well.
Look at him win balls, win balls up in the field. This is why we needed this guy. See, he wins the ball here. Well, no, this is dumb, but here, like these areas right here, perfect. You win the ball here, counterattack, Leao, boom, win the ball here. That's what we needed. That's how you could replace Kessie. ball winner.
Maximilian is saying that he's doing terrible at Club Brugge right now.
Indy was in the beginning very good at Club Brugge, and was doing terrible. Oof. Tayo Taz, Nicolo Rovella. I've been talking about it.
Guys, there's no point looking at midfielders. We're in February.
Paul,
Should have just renewed Kessie. Yeah, go on. I'm done.
tell them about what Mane said about our boy.
Mane is Origi 20, guys. If Mane is confirming it, Mane is a certified baller then.
I
don't know what
think
you
that
guys
was
want us to do.
more like a charity.
Mane is
That was
Mane
a
knows
pity
ballers.
vote.
No.
Mane is a
Mane
baller.
knows his ballers.
Game
Mane
recognized
knows his
game.
ballers. Thank you.
You recognize-
Thank you.
Yo, do you guys know? Honestly, this is why I think you said it. All right. Now, I'm not being I'm not joking. I'm not being cheeky. Yeah, I'm being honest. Like Origi broke a record against Monza. He's the first player ever in Serie A to only complete one pass in 60 minutes
Of
in a
course.
That
game.
can't be true. That can't be true.
He's a record breaker, Roy.
He didn't play 60
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
true.
Oh, he played 60 minutes, right?
And
Guys,
and
I
and
played like
Gazzetta dello
60.
Sport had this whole thing about him, so obviously it probably went around Europe. That's why Mané probably said it.
Nah.
Come on. Nah, no way, man. No way.
Mane broke out of the EPL matrix to go seek
Origi,
a new life in
Origi
Germany,
didn't.
and Origi did the same. He broke out of the matrix to seek a new life in Serie A. So they're kind of similar
Origi didn't play
situations.
well,
He's just showing him support, Paul.
Origi definitely didn't play well, though. That's a fact. But,
I mean, if you're playing someone on a training pitch that's like 40 yards long, I could see Origi just banging in goals all day at training. But
no,
in
it's
a-
he.
in a
He just needs
real-
to change his style of play, man. To be fair,
yeah.
that's
He
pretty
needs
much
to
it.
shoot the ball more often.
Yeah, but I don't think Pioli wants him
He-
to change his style of play, though. Pioli wants
Oh,
him
really?
to run ragged and just pressure every ball. That's
Yeah,
what
but
he
he doesn't
wants
even
from him.
look. He doesn't even look fit, though. That's the problem. Have you seen him running?
He looks
Yeah, he
overweight,
doesn't
right?
look fit. He looks top heavy.
He looks very lethargic, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's
How
not
come
fit.
people were making fun of me when I said this like 1 year ago?
Nah, come on, man.
Nah, or just anti-Belgium. Don't listen to him.
How am I
Yeah,
anti-Belgium? The player won the most is a Belgian guy.
No.
And why is no one talking about how shit Tonali currently is?
Nah, don't say that.
Tonali.
Don't
Tonali.
you
Tonali's not having
Tonali.
he's poor form. Going through poor form.
Wait, if Origi's
I've
pass
said it.
percentage is 26%, Tonali's is 6%.
I think
Well, I
I think
no, I can't be.
Tonali. I think Tonali only plays well when he's got Benacer there, man. If he doesn't have Benacer there,
Yeah.
then it's
Well,
game over.
I think
he's
most
just,
players.
he's just average.
Most players.
No, because listen.
No, but the thing is, no, but Roy, the thing is, Krunic isn't even playing bad though. He's not playing terrible.
Krunic is
He's
playing
actually-
Yeah,
excellent.
Krunic is doing good. Krunic doing good.
Yeah.
Krunic is an asset to have it in the team.
I agree.
Krunic is better than Tonali, guys.
I wouldn't go that far, man. Come on.
He's playing better than him currently. That's just a fact.
Damn, look at that form. Look at the form we're coming from.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Just don't look the game before.
Put on the player ratings from the game before. I want to see how shit Tonali was.
No, but SofaScore
Monza.
bases it off passes of some stupid things. So these are not the real
Could be worse. Could
player
be worse.
ratings.
All right, let's see what he did. Accuracy,
SofaScore is run by
84%.
Americans.
All right.
So
That's-
out of
SofaScore is run by Americans, guys. I'm telling you now.
43 passes out of 51. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Crosses, 2 crosses, none of them were accurate. Long balls, 3, 1 was accurate. Shots on target, 1. No dribble
He's a
attempts. Ground duels, he
he's a
won
very-
4 out of 7. Aerial duels, he had 1. Possession lost 15. Fouls 2. Was fouled twice.
So
Tackles
he
2.
lost
Intercepted 2.
possession 15 times. Can you check Krunic how many times he lost possession? Those stats were pretty good, by the way. They weren't that bad. How many times did Krunic lose possession?
Krunic had 85%. Key passes 2. Long balls 2. Both were accurate. Dribble attempts 1. It was accurate. Ground duels 2 out of 7. Aerial duels he won 2. Possession lost 8.
So he lost possession half,
Yeah.
almost half of
Yeah.
how many times that
Yeah,
Tonali did.
Krunic had a pretty good game on yeah, he had a good game.
Can you check Brahim Diaz stats? I forgot this guy played.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot that he played.
11 passes out of 16, 69%. Ooh, Brazzers number. Ground duels.
Wait, what? Oh,
He
my
got the
God.
Brandis
Oh,
Bozer's number.
God.
Brazzers bonus number. Ground duels 1, 6. That's pretty good. Possession lost 12. Fouled twice. Dribble pass once.
69% pass accuracy for a playmaker.
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't-
look at him the pass.
He doesn't make plays, man. He does not make plays.
You guys already know what I think about Diaz, man. So, Yeah.
He's good. He's decent for 15 million if we can get him into the price.
Nah, this is what's gonna happen with Diaz. I think they're just going to loan him out again for however long.
Yeah,
Gentleman's agreement, maybe like a year or two again, because
Loan
that boy
to-
does not want to leave.
loan till he
100%. We're
retires.
not paying 20 million
Yeah.
transfer fee. We're
We're
just
not.
going to
No,
loan
We're
him
not.
again.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. And then
Wow, look
I don't
at
like
the
Diaz.
heat map.
No.
Whoa, the heat map. It looked like it was
God.
just like green.
Let me
It
see.
didn't look like there was
For
any
Di-
heat on it.
What for Diaz?
No, for Divock, look, his heat map. It looks empty
Scroll up, for us. Scroll up.
compared to the players we just showed. I mean, it looked.
Man,
All right, keep going.
Guys, this is gonna look ugly.
go,
this is gonna look
go
really
for it. Go for it.
Are we ready for this?
I'm ready.
Where's Sadio Mane when you need him? This is gonna look really ugly. All
Mane
right,
is Origi 20.
touches
20%.
21.
Origi 20%. Yo, I'm calling him Origi 20% from now on.
One pass out of 5 attempts, and that's for 20%. 5
That's-
pass.
That's very good.
That's crazy. Man.
To be fair, that means he didn't get the ball. That means he didn't receive the ball a lot. To be
They
fair.
didn't
This-
pass him the ball. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If
This
he only
was
had
a
the ball
record in
5
Italy.
times,
Man, that's
he
crazy.
broke a record, man. He's
He
a
did not
record
look good.
breaker.
He did
He's a
not look
record
good.
breaker.
I'll admit that he did not. Look
But
good at all.
but guys, one thing about I will always give Origi his dues is his work rate. I love his work rate. Like I love the way he works for the team and he runs around. I mean, ground duels he did win 3. You know, that's pretty good for
He
forward.
won all of his aerial duels. That's pretty good.
No, he lost all of them.
He lost all of them.
He lost all of his. Oh, sorry, that's another record. They should put 100% there. 100% aerial duels lost.
Oh man.
He lost possession 12 times.
I want to see CDK's.
All right,
Stats.
put CD. Whoa, he lost possession 12 times, and his pass accuracy was 20%.
What CDK?
No, Origi. He lost possession 12 times, and his pass accuracy was
Can you hear
20%.
me?
12 times.
12 times. How did he
Yeah.
lose possession even more than a midfielder? He only had the ball 5 times.
He never really had the ball yet, exactly. So 12
That
times.
means
I don't
that means he only attempted to pass the ball 5 times, but
know.
he had
Failed.
but he had the ball almost 3 times more than that. and
But
just
listen,
lost
that
possession.
was intentional because I don't know who said, Paul, if Origi scores 2 goals, they're gonna buy you a ticket to go with live.
That's true. It was Rock. It was
That's
Rock.
me,
that said
man.
it. That's
I'm-
true.
I'm
Randall.
sticking
That's
to
true.
it.
Randall.
It
Well
was
done, well
intentional, Rock, to
Well
save
done.
you from
Well
giving
done.
money.
No, I want to lose, man.
Nah,
I want Paul to see the game, and I want
but
Origi to
Origi is a
score.
thoughtful player. That's why
I
they
want
are
Origi
watching.
to score a
Rock,
hat trick.
They're watching the
La
live
is going
every
to the
single
game.
day. They're watching us speak.
Okay,
Damn, sorry.
Charlie de Ketelare. Let's see.
Before we go to that, look at this comment. Robert M says, I saw the match live, so he was at the stadium. Honestly, guys, Rafa is absolutely not interested. He's complaining all the time. He's walking around. He does not want to do anything for the team. We lost him. It hurts.
Robert, we already knew this, bro. We already knew this. We called it
That's just
from
typical
the
Leao.
start. You know, it's just. But Leao was a weird player. I think his was it? It wasn't clear. I think it was Rock that said this. When Leao was playing at his 75%, already that's like fire. I don't think he's ever going to give us like 100%.
Yep. So I said this, guy. So
Yeah.
it's sad that Leao will never give us his 100%. When he goes to City or Real or wherever, he's going to give his 100%. But
Are you sure?
his 75% is still pretty damn good. So
I think
I
he's done. I'll be honest. I think he's gone.
Guys, if he doesn't give 100% with his national team, I think it's just the way he is.
I don't know. Yeah,
Even-
I think with Leao, yeah, I think he's just like his body language is just too casual. I don't think he means it, but it's just the way he is. It's weird.
It's his,
'Cause even
it's
this-
his
it's his
personality.
personality.
Yeah, even this game, I didn't think he had a terrible game. I thought he had like an okay game, like a decent
Well,
game.
Leao
Wasn't-
made a really good point about Leao, and he said, "You let a player like that walk, so then he kind of fades a little bit, and he's not in the defenders' minds, and then you spring forward with him, and he comes out of nowhere. So you kind of his playing style is actually effective because he's walking around. And Lair, I thought that was a pretty good explanation of how Rafael Leao is able to be effective even with his demeanor and persona on the pitch. That
But I
made
need
sense
this boy
to
to
me.
score more goals. Man. He needs to start scoring more goals.
7 games now without any goals.
Well, to be honest, he is knocking a lot of satellites out of orbit. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why my internet doesn't work yet.
he might break a record for the most.
Guys, let's check out Charles. Pretty good stats, actually, Charles CDK. 28 touches, 8 passes successful out of 11, 73%. Shots on target, 1. Shots off target, 1. Dribble attempts, 4. 3 were successful.
Okay.
Big chances missed, 1, of course, the one we all remember.
Yeah.
Ground duels, out of 12, he won 4. Possession lost 8. Committed 3 fouls, 3 clearances, which were very important towards the end of the game. Blocked shots, he blocked 1 tackle, dribble passed 2 times. Pretty good stats for only played 26 minutes.
The duels, the duel
Yeah, go ahead.
stat was interesting. That means he attempted 12 duels. That's a pretty high stat for someone that plays his position.
Yeah.
Our midfielders had less than that. So this guy
Guys, CDK,
chases the ball.
CDK, he's going through a mental struggle right now, man. I don't think he's a bad footballer, but mentally he's just struggling, man. Because there's no way you miss a goal from that position, man. I know he's left-footed, but come on, you got to put that away.
At least he got angry after it, Paul, and he didn't start crying and put his head down like usual. This time he actually got angry. There's life in him after all, right? Because the guy's just a dead, hollow corpse out there.
Rock, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate CDK? Don't lie.
I don't hate the guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I feel like CDK is to you what Diaz is to me.
I feel exactly the same way about Diaz. I just like to troll. He's easy to troll, to be honest with you.
And I feel sorry for him, though. I feel very sorry for CDK. To be fair.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Alexis Salamakers in 21 minutes had ground duels 9, 6, 1.
That's a high percentage of duels he's winning.
4 tackles. Dribble attempt, 4, 2 successful. Big chances created, 1.
He only lost possession 5 times. That's the least amount of times that we've seen so far of all these player stats.
Yeah.
Which
Accuracy
is
passes
unusual for Alexis Salamakers. I feel like he does lose possession a fair amount.
Yeah. Well, he only played 26 minutes.
This guy listens to Pioli's instructions. Look at his heat map.
Well, Salamakers.
Salamakers' heat map.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He follows instructions to the T. This guy does his homework.
That's why he gets. That's why he gets game time, though. You know?
That's why he gets game time. He listens to the coach.
Yeah.
You can tell by that.
I was gonna say as well. The last stream you guys did was pretty good, man. So yeah, keep up.
It was good,
Yesterday.
and you know what? You guys, RossonARI TV, congrats to you guys because you had the same amount of likes on your last live that Sempre Milan did on their podcast, and they're obviously that's impressive just because the amount of time that and fans that they have. So
I mean,
Sempre Milan, Ollie.
he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
have you ever had? I was gonna say, have you ever had
Do a
any
lot
of
of
the
work.
Sempre Milan guys on here, or?
Well, Gian Maria has been here. Yeah. We Ollie has been here when we played Liverpool. He was with Lyart on the train, and he had a little appearance.
Oh, right.
You got to get Ollie on here. He's the GOAT for sure. Does
What about-
Adley exist, Paul?
Yeah, go on.
Pixion asked, "Does Adley exist?" Can you answer that?
Guys.
Don't say it, Paul. Don't you say it.
Go on, take it away. Rock.
No, go ahead, say it.
Listen, guys, I've come to the conclusion that Adley's not good enough. I know it sounds crazy, but I think, has he been mismanaged? Yes, but that's just because of the price tag. That's why CDK is playing and he's not playing. But even in addition to that, I don't think Pioli rates this guy. I don't think Pioli rates him at all. And there must be something that Pioli's seeing on the training ground for him to not play. That's just what I've come to. Because if Pioli's playing Messias in that position next to Krunic and Tonali instead of Adli, who is a natural midfielder, then that tells me everything I need to know. And we're playing a back five as well, so there's no reason why Adli shouldn't start. But yeah, Pioli's just he doesn't rate him. That's what I think.
I think they need time. I think I don't think that they've sparked a relationship yet. I think
they need
Pioli
like
and
2 seasons to start.
Adley and Pioli. Yeah, I just think that they don't have a bond yet. And Adley is someone who's he makes decisions really quickly. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. He clearly has a lot of quality, and he's a great player.
No, I think he
Pioli
has
likes
quality.
players that follow instructions, like we just mentioned with Alexis. Right. He likes players that follow instructions. Adley is he's like a composer. He likes to he dances to the beat of his own drum. That's the type of personality and player that I see when I watch him. And Pioli just needs more time to get on the same page with him, with the instructions, in my opinion. And then we'll see more.
The only thing I can say is, first of all, I know we've been winning games with this back five, but I want us to go back to a back four, man. When Mike and
that's a good topic that I'm also going to tackle in my unpopular opinion podcast.
I like the unpopular opinions, Roy.
Wait. I like it too, Roy. I like it too, Roy. But Roy, you can do part 1 today and do part 2 on whenever you want to do part 2, man.
Oh, I'm not going to do it today.
No, why not, man? Let's get it started. The chat has a lot to say.
No. We can talk about it. Yeah, go ahead. You're saying something. Keep on going.
No, but even along with that, I've got a few bones to pick with. I don't want to, okay. It's not really. Alright, cool. It's the fan base. Why do you guys shit on Pioli so much, man? What do you guys have against Pioli?
Talk to Endo. Talk to your partner here, the Rigi 20 partner.
They don't like his bracelets, Paul.
I don't understand. Man. I don't understand.
Oh, where did Endo go? He left.
I think it's gone. Yeah, this man is doing the best with what he's got. Yes, I understand. Every now and again, he makes tactical errors, but he's trying to, work with what he has. Really, if you give Pioli good players, man, he'll do. Or I think he'll do okay with them. The management literally let him down this summer. Simple. What do you think of Bakayoko's performance? I thought Bakayoko played all right. I thought he did okay. I thought he did decent. Actually, thought he did decent. And I kind of understand why Pioli did not play Franks. I think Pioli doesn't want to. After what Franks did at Rome, I don't think Pioli trusts him that much. I'll be very honest. Very honest.
As soon as that report came out that we are not going to sign Franks and exercise the 12 million option, he disappeared. So I think that report, there might have been some validity and truth to it. As soon as it came out, we never saw the guy again.
But the thing is, I don't like stuff like this because Franks is not a bad footballer, but why? This was just a wasted move, if you ask me. We should have just put that money into signing a proper replacement for Cassie. Because this is just ridiculous.
We should have just used that money to sign, to renew Cassie. But not to get off topic, but Paul, why do you think we should go back to a back four? So this is a good topic. I personally feel that Tomori, Chow, and Kalulu have to be on the pitch no matter what.
The thing is, I don't disagree, but I like Chow, don't get me wrong. I'd rather see Chow on the pitch than Gabia. But the problem is, does Chow perform the same in a back four? That's yet to be seen. But at the same time, I like the way we perform going forward in a back four. In a back three, we look kind of we don't look as sharp up front, and I understand why, but I just want us to be a bit more threatening up front. That's the reason I want us to go back to a back four.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we're leaking so many goals at the back in that formation. I'd rather score less goals if it means we're going to concede 100 goals. You know what I mean?
Don't like. Okay, you know what? Yeah, fuck the football, man. As long as we win games, I'm happy with that. But with Mike coming back, hopefully we concede less. Let me just touch wood on that. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, that's
We're safe.
that's good. So yeah, we're safe. With Mike coming back, hopefully we concede less. So with Mike back, Tomori back, who else is injured?
Better
Is Calabria
back.
still injured? Benacer back, yeah. I want us to go back to a back four, man. I want us to go back to a back four.
Can you
I want us to
imagine Mike
go-
Maignan with? Can you imagine Paul El Chapo with Chow, Tomori, and Kalulu in front of him? I don't think we'll ever concede a goal again.
I mean,
We'll never concede again.
Look, the way the season is going, I'm even scared to make predictions and stuff like that. Christian Pasmino asked 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. There's really no difference. It just depends on who plays Cam. Christian, if CDK is playing Cam, I think it's more of a 4-2-3-1. If Pobega is playing Cam, it's a 4-3-3. If Diaz is playing Cam, then it's a 4-3-2 because we're playing with 10 men whenever Diaz plays. What else?
That was spot on. That was spot on
in
until the last thing, and then the last thing was jokes. But actually, it is a 4-3-2-1 with Diaz.
Guys, listen, yeah. As much as I hate Diaz, like this boy still doesn't. He still holds onto the ball for too long. He doesn't know when to make the final pass.
His head is down the whole time.
Exactly.
The way he's able to wiggle out of trouble and turn on the first touch and
it's because he has good
field
balance.
is awesome. I love the way he's able to do that. But after that, his decision making is piss poor. It's really bad.
The thing with Diaz is that he could play like that and still get you a goal, and he's always going to keep hustling. So, it's kind of a catch-22 with that boy. But
he's good at it.
Yeah, I don't know. All
right, guys, I gotta hop off. I got dinner and then coaching the kids.
All right,
man. Today?
Yep, tonight.
All right.
All right, appreciate it, boys. Thanks. Thanks, Roy.
See you later. Later.
Well, how long are you going on for?
Just a little bit more. But I have a strong opinion about the formation change, and I don't think it's going to change. I think he's going to stick with this for a while.
Even with Mike back in the team.
Even with Mike back in the team.
Why do you think so?
I think it gives. Well, first of all, it gives more protection. It gives more protection.
Yep.
And the other reason is because of Theo Hernandez. One, and because on the other side, all the other players are more suited to be right wing backs rather than right full backs. And having
Calabria is not exactly a wing back though. I think
Calabria is maybe the only one that is like a pure fullback. But if you look at Des Salamakers, what's that?
Yeah. He doesn't really play in this formation, if you ask me.
Calabria doesn't have much space in this formation. Salamakers really well suited. Even Messias much better suited for this formation. And
I don't like Messias. Actually, you know what? You say that, but if he's playing like up top, so with one of the front three with Leao and Giroud and whoever plays on the right, then maybe. But I would rather play CDK in that position along with Giroud.
In the wing back position?
No, not wing back. In the
attacking midfield position. No. Yeah. I mean, Messias as a wing back is better than Messias as an attacking midfielder. Not because, but simply because as a wing back his position requires him to cover less space.
Right.
While he's playing too forward up top, he has to do too much up and down, and that is not his game. Going up and down the pitch is not his game. So if he starts from lower and stays lower, he can help cover Kalulu. And we saw that against Monza. But Salamakers is the best one at that. And ultimately, the reason why I think he's going to stick with this 3-4-2-1 is because this formation means that the two attacking midfielders, whether it's Diaz, whether it's Leao, whether it's CDK or whoever, they have less defensive duties. And that is going to be one of the key things. So they can come back and contain, but they're not obligated to win the ball back. It's not their job because
Right.
you already have 7 players behind them that are there to do that.
Right.
So I think he's going to stick with this one. But
I don't like the way we play in a back three, though. That's the problem. I don't feel like we're not dangerous like up front. I know we played decent against Tottenham. We should have scored more goals, but our overall play going forward, I wasn't really impressed. To be fair,
yeah, I mean, our offensive play right now is very poor, very poor.
yeah.
Hopefully, it gets better. I have this video here of Vitiello speaking
If we're playing
about
back, oh shit.
What's that?
I feel dead.
Perché ci sono notizie importanti. Ci sono
So I was told that Vitiello spoke about Mike Maignan''s drug problem. Let's see what he says, and then we'll translate it.
detto per la prima volta oggi, martedì 21 febbraio, Mike Maignan si è allenato nella parte iniziale con il gruppo. Dopo 5 mesi di assenza, dopo 5 mesi di problemi fisici, di ricadute sul polpaccio, finalmente oggi per la prima volta Mike Maignan ha svolto la prima parte dell'allenamento con il gruppo. Voi dite, sì, ma non è ancora pronto. È vero, ma dopo tutto quello che ha passato Mike Maignan in questi 5 mesi è finalmente una novità, un inizio. Sta vedendo la luce in fondo al tunnel, sta vedendo finalmente la fine di un incubo, la fine di un momento negativo. Mike Maignan oggi per la prima volta ha svolto il torello, il riscaldamento iniziale con il resto della squadra, poi si è staccato e ha svolto la seconda parte del
We've come to see Earth's best cities, and like all superior life forms, we're using Go City.
We get one pass for all the best sites.
And we're saving a ton, which means
more cheese triangles.
Yay!
Go see it all. $69 US Special Forces device turns men into beasts.
You want a 6-pack?
54,000
That's how you do it. Okay, let's keep on going here. See what he says about his drug addiction. Your phone died? We're back 3-1, we can overlap tomorrow.
Delle esercitazioni con allenamenti personalizzati. Questo è molto importante perché, come stavamo dicendo da tempo, questa settimana era una settimana decisiva per capire i progressi di Mike Maignan. Lui ha avuto 2-3 ricadute su quel polpaccio, un maledetto polpaccio, prima il soleo, poi il gemello mediale, poi anche durante la preparazione invernale in Dubai ha subito un altro forte rallentamento e quindi ci voleva questa notizia per il giocatore, per i tifosi, per voi tifosi, per la squadra, per i compagni, perché Mike Maignan è un giocatore importantissimo per questa squadra e quindi leggere, sapere, apprendere di che ha messo nel mirino la partita con l'Atalanta o quella con la Fiorentina, ora tra poco ne parliamo sulle previsioni del rientro di Mike Maignan, è un qualcosa di davvero importante, quindi direi finalmente, dai, forza Mike,
finalmente, finally.
È un giocatore importantissimo, il portiere migliore della pochissimo, perché l'ultima partita l'ha giocata il 18 di settembre contro il Napoli, poi l'infortunio sul solito polpaccio, le cattive voci sul giocatore veramente brutte da parte di chi le ha messe in giro, cattive voci che non sto qui a ripetere, ma chissà capisce a cosa mi riferisco. E finalmente oggi per la prima volta si è allenato parzialmente con il gruppo, un passo alla volta, uno step. Oggi per la prima volta si è allenato parzialmente con il gruppo, un passo alla volta, capisce a cosa mi riferisco. Il solito polpaccio, le cattive voci sul giocatore veramente brutte da parte di chi le ha il 18 di settembre contro il Napoli, poi l'infortunio con la maglia della nazionale, le ricadute sempre sul solito polpaccio, le cattive voci sul giocatore veramente brutte da parte di chi le ha messe in giro, cattive voci che non sto qui a ripetere, ma chissà capisce a cosa mi riferisco.
He just said. He's talking about his injury, and then he just kind of said, "Yeah, there's some bad rumors coming out about something. I don't need to tell you what it is. I'm not going to repeat it." He doesn't
E
deny it. Huh?
finalmente oggi per la prima volta siamo
He didn't deny it. Yeah, Spanish and
allenato
Italian are great.
parzialmente con il gruppo, un passo alla volta, uno step alla volta. Ora la domanda che tutti i tifosi si fanno è: ma quando torna a giocare Mike Maignan?
When is
La
Mike Maignan coming
speranza
back?
del Milan e anche del giocatore, dell'ambiente, è che possa essere già convocato con l'Atalanta. Ora bisogna capire se
Atalanta.
il Milan sceglierà di convocarlo con l'Atalanta e magari portarlo in panchina, ma far giocare ancora Tatarusanu, oppure lasciarlo ancora lavorare a parte, lasciarlo ancora lavorare gradualmente e farlo esordire nuovamente, riesordire contro la Fiorentina a Firenze.
Hold on. Red flag. Big ass red flags. Aren't we playing Tottenham after Atalanta? Or am I wrong about this? Let me check. Because there's a big red flag here that I am seeing in the distance. Let me just check the schedule. Because I'm not liking something that I'm hearing here. Okay, so what are our next games? You guys are funny. All right, so I'm on the website. I'm on the AC Milan website. I'm checking the schedule. So we are playing Atalanta, Milan, Salernitana. When are we playing Tottenham? So we're playing Atalanta. We're playing Fiorentina on 4th of March. On the 4th of March. So when are we playing Tottenham? Why don't we just put everything together? They're making the website too fancy. They're overdoing the website. So we're playing Tottenham on the 8th of March. Okay, so we still have 2 more games in Serie A before we play Tottenham. All right, okay. Because I was kind of getting worried. Is Mike Maignan going to be available for the Champions League? This is a big question. Let's see if he says it.
Trasferta di Firenze prima della trasferta poi che il Milan avrà a Londra in Champions League contro il Tottenham. Quindi ragazzi, come avete potuto capire, si tratta di una o massimo 2 partite, o l'Atalanta domenica o la Fiorentina quella prossima, visto che comunque si è aspettato 5 mesi, ora una gara in più, una gara in meno non è che cambia la vita al Milan. Dopo 5 mesi non fa differenza tra una gara e l'altra. L'importante è che il giocatore sia guarito, stia bene, stia facendo i passi giusti e che non abbia più queste maledette ricadute sul polpaccio che lo hanno frenato e lo hanno come dire, lo hanno tartassato in questi mesi, in queste settimane. Facciamo anche il recap di quello che è successo a Milanello oggi, perché ci sono anche altre notizie. Oltre Mike Maignan, di cui abbiamo già parlato abbondantemente, anche Alessandro Florenzi ha svolto la prima parte di allenamento col gruppo, poi la seconda parte personalizzato. Per quanto riguarda invece Bennacer e Calabria, qui non ci sono proprio notizie, come dire...
All right, yeah. Okay, so the only thing he said about the funny rumors of Mike Maignan is that there are these rumors are being around, they're bad rumors, and he didn't deny them. He didn't deny it. And you heard it on this channel. Mike was on the West Side gets caught. Bro, look at IFTV new video thumbnail. These guys deserve to get 3 strikes. IFTV. Are Napoli the best Serie A team ever? Jeez. Is this the one you're talking about? Best Italian team ever? What the fuck? These guys are going a little bit overboard. A little bit overboard there.
So I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I made $49,000 in the last 30 days copying and pasting.
Certifica la bontà del nostro lavoro, di tutto l'ambiente Milan, chiaramente. Sono io a ricevere questo premio, ma il premio è chiaramente da condividere col club, che ci ha messo nelle condizioni ideali per lavorare bene, con i miei dirigenti, che sono sempre stati presenti, ci hanno sempre sostenuto, col mio staff, chiaramente, perché mi sostengono, mi supportano e mi sopportano tutti i giorni, e chiaramente con i giocatori, perché i giocatori sono stati troppo belli, troppo bravi per non condividere con loro questo premio, e permettetemi di dirmelo, con i nostri tifosi, perché è chiaro che l'anno scorso è stata una galoppata fantastica, aver rivinto lo scudetto dopo tanti anni e aver festeggiato in modo così incredibile il giorno dopo tutti insieme a Milano è fantastico, ma soprattutto per quello che hanno fatto in questo periodo. I nostri tifosi sono veramente meritano questo premio anche loro. Firenze, soprattutto insomma, per quello che è successo qui, insomma, mi ha riempito il cuore, insomma, mi ha fatto vedere anche tante situazioni probabilmente con una sensibilità diversa. L'esperienza ti dà più consapevolezza in tutto, ti dà più consapevolezza in quello che vuoi trasferire ai tuoi giocatori, ti dà più consapevolezza nei rapporti personali con i giocatori, però sono tante le cose che si possono fare meglio, assolutamente, quindi io penso di potermi migliorare in tantissime cose e tutti i giorni mi aggiorno, studio, mi applico per cercare di mettere a disposizione del mio staff e dei miei giocatori dei contenuti pieni di idee, pieni di motivazioni, di stimoli che ci possono permettere di rendere al massimo. Nel nostro ambiente, nell'ambiente calcio, è molto facile dare delle etichette, è molto facile dare dei giudizi. La cosa più bella per me, ed era il mio sogno, era allenare una grande squadra per più anni. Quindi adesso esserci riuscito, comunque provare a continuare a allenare questo top club, per me è un grande stimolo, è un grande orgoglio e mi dà grande motivazione. Il Milan dell'anno scorso dello scudetto, poi abbiamo giocato tante grandi partite. Difficile sceglierne uno, anche perché poi alla fine abbiamo vinto lo scudetto veramente per 2 punti, quindi tutte le partite che abbiamo vinto possono essere risultate quelle decisive, anche quella magari che sembrava la più banale. Tutta la rincorsa finale comunque è stata qualcosa di particolare, tutta l'atmosfera che si era creata intorno alla squadra, tutta l'energia che la squadra con la quale giocava è stato qualcosa di speciale. E quindi non credo che è stata la continuità della stagione che poi ci ha permesso di vincere il campionato, non una singola partita. Dopo Sassuolo, quando sono tornato a Milano, quando mi sono fumato un bel sigaro, lì ho capito tutto quello che avevamo costruito, tutto quello che si era fatto, e poi dopo, se avessi mai avuto qualche dubbio, è bastato il giorno dopo salire sul pullman scoperto per capire quanta gioia, quanta soddisfazione avevamo tutti. L'ho sempre detto, l'ho sempre sentito quando sono entrato a Milanello, ho sentito qualcosa di particolare, e quindi ci speravo. Festeggerò tranquillamente con la mia famiglia, e poi sì, c'è già la partita di domenica, quindi c'è solamente concentrazione, insomma, perché abbiamo fatto una bella settimana, ma c'è bisogno di continuare, c'è bisogno di dare continuità alle prestazioni, soprattutto ai risultati che stiamo facendo, e la dedica a tutti i tifosi del Milan, perché questo premio è anche loro.
All right, I didn't need to translate that. There was a translation. Very interesting. That's words by the man himself. Like the video so I can watch my Brazzers in 4K, guys. Help me out. Help me out. Oh, I could expand. I don't. I don't want to take it that far. I could really expand on that, but I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. All right, let's check out this player. But trying to say, Roy, can you put up a video of Bilal El Canos? Brazil scout, pure class player.
Basketball is back. Watch the action live with YouTube TV. Try it free.
Win this 2023
Candy
Jeep
pick.
Gladiator along with $30,000 cash. This Jeep is
One Brazil. Your opinion of Mike Rumors and drugs and fake news?
Yeah.
Moroccan Belgian, 18 years old. Cam, central midfielder. Take the music down. Weakness, aerial duels, strength, finishing. Jesus, 0 goals. But he's only 18. 79%. Youngest player in the World Cup. Shot. An 8th baller. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's got all those 8 balls locked in. Okay. So who is this guy? Number 10? Yo, this guy's a Primavera player. You wouldn't be able to play in the first team. Questo di pasta asciutta lo deve mangiare, ragazzi. Wow, what quality video. Lukaku. He's starting for Genk. Oh yeah, the memes are going to be amazing. I mean, he's 18. He looks 18. He looks his age, the way he plays. When was this taken? Let me see. When did these highlights from? This was 1 month ago. So some of these highlights have to be from Genk. Yeah, what the fuck is up with the quality of the video? Oh wow, this is a trading pitch. Look at it divided in sections. That pitch is designed for trading. Did you read Eber's new book and what he writes about Lukaku? This Belgian is so fucked up. sure it's a fun book. I haven't read it. What does he say? Okay, I mean, this guy to me seems like a child still. I mean, oh, gotcha. I mean, yeah, but how old can this be? I mean, this has to be when he was 17, 16. How is Genk doing in the league? Man, the quality of in general the football being played here is very poor. Genk is what? Jupiler Belgian. Oof. Yeah, man, this guy would struggle to. I mean, right now, maybe let's see how he is in a few years. Genk is first in the league. Not bad, not bad. I mean, guys, just look at how CDK is struggling as a superstar coming from Bruges at 21. This guy, if he comes to Serie A at 18, this guy is going to probably quit football because they're going to destroy him. Interesting prospect for the future, but nowhere near being, at least from what I'm seeing here, nowhere near being ready. Nowhere near. So this guy made the Moroccan, or the national team of Morocco. Wow, it's pretty impressive. Milan signs Vasquez and the Chapo is out for 5 months due to cocaine use. Coincidence? I think not. All this stuff about Lukaku being the king of Milan while actually Libre helped him play at Manchester. Oh yeah. I remember reading about, not reading, but I remember him saying that kind of stuff. What we need to do is find the elite gems that are still hidden. That's the thing. The elite gems, like Vice Verasquilla level standard elite gems that people are still sleeping on. Bakayoko, Joan Bakayoko is one of those. Man, Joan Bakayoko is so good, man. Let's watch some Joan Bakayoko. That's the guy who we should be getting. Mamma mia, che talento, ragazzi. Oh. Ma... So let's see. This is newer. This kid here is something else. I want to see his newer stuff. This is an elite gem? How is that guy an elite gem, my man? He played well. Oh, he played in the World Cup. I mean, like, look, if he's playing at that level, I mean, he's obviously special. But elite is like elite is you can't just throw elite around at any player. Roy, thoughts for tomorrow's game, Inter versus Porto at home. Very difficult for Inter. Very difficult for Inter. Porto, a very difficult team because, first of all, they are. All right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get a phone call. I'm on my. Okay, so this kid here. Now, this is a kid that I think has is already showing elite stuff, and is could potentially become. Did your broker call you? Uh, bro, are you spying on me? This kid here is very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Mamma mia, che giocatore. He could be somewhat of an answer to Vice Veraskilya, I think. I want to see if there are any newer highlights. But this kid here is very, very, very special. Very, very, very special. Out of all the players that you brought me, Mr. Chunk, this is definitely still the number one. If Milan can land this guy, that would be an excellent, excellent, excellent sign. Top level signing. Is he as good as Vicha? I don't know. There's still questions that can be asked, but I'm getting some top level vibes from this guy. Top level vibes. He scores like a maniac. Assist. His left foot is just out of this world. Great dribbling, very good, intelligent, clever, but that left foot there is special left foot. And he scores a tons of goals. I mean, at the end of the day, you know how you win games? By scoring goals. You bring a winger that scores lots of goals, that'll be nice. Roy is on the phone with the internet. He's got a very interesting left foot. Very interesting left foot. His close control is not as good as Vicha. Vicha's close control is just phenomenal. But his his dribbling is pretty good. Like most Italians, even Italian players like Raspadori, these guys, and their close control is very high level. Like his close control is good, but it's not as high level as that. But he has some qualities that can make him become a player. I want to see some newer highlights though. Yeah, he's not as good as him, but he's definitely and this guy's very young. So I'm curious to see how he develops. I'm curious to see how he does. One thing I don't know about him is if he is a professional, if he has a professional attitude, if he is, if he's got the right kind of mentality. Seems like PSV really believes in him. But yeah, this kind of dribbling here, the pass, very, very clever. These are kind of old. I want to see his newer stuff with the team. But just his goal rates is very impressive. I mean, damn, that's very impressive. Yeah, his left foot is very special, very special. We're more important than whoever's on the phone. Like the videos for work and afford better internet service. Rafa must have taken out another satellite train. That's the problem. Yo, he's taking out all the satellites. I can't watch videos anymore. That's funny. All right, guys. Listen. Anyway, I'm going to close out for the day. It was fun. Enjoyed everybody that joined us. There's an alternative back there which is more affordable. Who is it? Have you heard of Diego Moreira? Diego Moreira. Is this that Argentinian kid? Young Argentinian kid? No. Diego Moreira was born to dribble. Let's see. "18 years old, no significant weaknesses, Portuguese, Belgian, appearances 13, 1 goal, 3 assists, 83 pass percentage." Okay, let's check. Let's see what his touch looks like. Oh, the dance. Uh-oh. That means he likes to party. Okay, let's go work. Nice. Got good pace on it. Good drive. Yeah, that would be nice. Even if you just played in the Primavera. There's a certain spirit about him that I like a lot. I can tell he plays with a lot of fire. That's important in professional football, especially at high levels, especially in leagues like Serie A. You need a lot of fire. You need a lot of mental fire. He kind of seems to have that. Technically, he's good. Seems to have that fire in his spirit. Wow, that's clever. That's a clever angle. Of course, these are, you know, this is not, I don't think it is first division. So, yeah, I would totally try and get this guy for the Primavera for sure. Sounds like you're describing Gattuso. Well, Gattuso was, as far as that, Gattuso was elite of elites when it came to that aspect. But you don't need to be a defensive midfielder to have that fire in you, right? But you need that fire in you in order to get anything. He's got a very interesting technique. A little bit disorganized at times from at least these highlights. He's got this cross here that is very interesting. It's kind of like his signature move, where he goes out and then crosses it back in at a very strange angle, which seems to work sometimes. Yeah, you see how he's always fighting for the ball, always fighting for possession. He definitely has that fire in him. You can see how he's always playing at a very high intensity. Interesting talent. My prediction for this guy is that we're probably going to see him play at high levels. He has a fighting spirit. That fighting spirit will take you far. He's got clever feet. His touch is a little bit. It's not. His touch is not elite, but it's good. He kind of makes up with it with his with his uh with his spirit. Clever. Yeah, if I was running a club and I have a youth project that I want to look at, I definitely look at this guy for sure. Then try to slowly build him into the first team. Could be, maybe. Good cut, clever, good time. Yeah, he loves to do this kind of cross here. Very unique. cross. This guy is going to probably have a decent career. I think he's going to have a decent career because, I mean, every coach wants players like this that fight for every ball, never stop, and just have that spirit. Like, he's probably going to become a national team player, especially for national teams. You want this kind of attitude from players. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he's only 18. We'll see how far he gets. He's interesting though. Interesting. See what he looks like in 3 or 4 or 5 years. If he continues well, I think he could have a good future. Okay, guys, we will see you next time. Roy, shouldn't we go? Listen, for me, my number one pick today is Raspadori. Not only you are weakening Napoli's depth, so you're taking away from your direct rivals, but you're adding some proper offensive quality to the team. And that is my number one pick today. So yeah, I agree. Ready players, absolutely. Because Napoli ain't waiting for anybody, you know. All right, one more, last player, last one. But yeah, if I were to pick, it'd be a strategic pick. A pick straight from my direct rivals. Raspadori is not playing much. You know, he's trapped on the bench. It is an absolute luxury for Napoli to have a player like Raspadori on the bench. Absolute luxury. Easy, you know, you can convince him, hey, come to Milan. You're gonna have much more time. The guy wants to play because he wants to, you know, get good. You know, he wants to for his national team, and he's a top G. All right, last one. Who's this guy? Adam Karabech. That's the last one we're going to check. Okay, let's see what this guy's all about. 18, another youngster. So defensive contribution, flair, passing, dribbling, cam, CM, left midfielder, 6.1. Check. 89%. Okay. Now we're talking. Let's pause right here. 18 appearances, 89% passing rate. Now, I don't know how many minutes he's played, but that's a very good number. That's a number that catches the eye. Let's see what he's all about. If he plays full games and he has 89%, that means that we have a serious talent here. But if it's just because he plays sporadically, let's see. I'll tell you right away. Which one is which? Oh. Okay. So I'm assuming it's this guy here, the big guy, the big fella, this one here. Nice ball. Very good timing, good weight on the ball. Good timing. His timing looks good. Organized. Very composed. Very composed. Which one is which? Who the fuck is he? Hey, who is he here? Which one is which one is which? Why? How do you know? Is it this guy or that guy? I can't even tell. Okay, so wait, he's number 8. All right. So it was a guy that scored the goal. All right, great play. Great play. Clever, but not a great execution. See, this is with the pros. Oh, esagerato. Che esagerazione. See, this guy here, I can see him. Becoming a Serie A. Composed. Organized. Clever. Efficient. Good feet for a midfielder. But his composition is really looks like he can turn into like a top G for Serie A. And the 89% passing rate is not. Oh, nice. Ooh, at 89 percent rate, it can't be just something you overlook. Like you got to be very, very organized and composed in order to have that kind of percentage. Wow, clever. Okay, this kid for 18, this is good. For 18, I mean, I would totally try and get this kid. Started him off with the Primavera. Maybe have him play a few games with like kind of how Branks is being used. Give him out on loan for 1 or 2 seasons. You can have a very interesting player. I would pull the trigger on this guy. Nice. Clever. Yeah, extremely composed on the ball. Like Zelinski. He's got similarities. Wow. Timing is excellent. Mamma mia, che giocata. Addirittura il passaggio filtrato. Yeah, guys, for 18, this is a talent for 18. Ooh, what a through ball. Which got a great through ball. Clever, clever. Very clever. Good turn. Wow. He loves this through ball on this side of the pitch. Very. Maybe out of all the youngsters I've seen, this one seems like the most interesting one. Good penalties. Very good penalties. Mamma mia. Oh. Top level penalties. Yeah, I think out of all the young players I've seen, this one here has to be probably the most interesting one I've seen so far. Oh, his through balls are really crisp. Nice technique. And he scores too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me see this one again. He plays center midfield, attacking midfielder, and left midfield. He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder. But we're very, very composed, very good technique, very intelligent, but his composition wow, is really good. Let's see that play again. I think I missed this one right here. This one here. Whoop, pop, pop. Great. Yeah, I think out of all the young players I've seen, this one has to be top of the list as far as this position goes. Maybe just even in general. Now, this here is a player that I think you can catch before anybody else catches him, you know, with some clever scouting. And then, you know, put him out on loan for a few seasons with Empoli, with whatever team. Give him some time, and then when the time is right, put him in the squad. Yeah, it's through balls. Sick. Ooh. What's this guy's name? Karabek. Adam Karabek. Karabech. This guy can definitely has a Serie A vibe to it. Definitely. Interesting. Very. This is a good one, man. I gotta say, I'm impressed with this one. Very impressed with this kid. Very impressed with. Sparta Praha. Adam looks good, and his through balls look like Enzo when he was when we saw his highlights. Oh man, Enzo, what a miss! How do we miss that guy? Total played 14, 30 minutes per game, 2 goals, 2 yellows, Let's see last season how he did. 30, 11 started, 40 minutes per game. So a lot of games coming from the bench. He's 19 now, left-footed. Plays as an attacking midfielder. Position midfield, 2.4 million. So you can get this guy for 5 million. You probably can get him for 5 million right now. And then just have him as a young guy, slowly build him up, kind of like how they did with Lazetic. Slowly, yeah, like how we're doing with Lazetic. This guy can be a gem. Can be a gem. His numbers. Are there any? Let me see if there's any game stats. Okay, here the one 4-0. Let's see if he played. Did he play? He didn't start. Did he come in? Okay. Oh, he scored. He came in and he scored. Okay, that's good. Well, what the fuck? Enzo was waiting for us. I know, huh? Man. His adaptation would only be a matter of attitude. He already has more quality than all of our mids, minus Benacer. Let me see. Show more. See how he did in this game. Oh, they don't have their stats. Oh, wow, look. Disrespect in the Czech league. No stats. Amazing. Anyway, good one. This is a good find. Good find. Renato Sanchez is the guy that got Chapo hooked up cocaine while he was at Lille. Yeah, probably, man. Probably. This one looks good. This one looks good. Good find. Good scouting there, Mr. Chunk. Good scouting. All right, guys, listen, we will see you during the week. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. Forza Milan. Till the next one. Peace out. Alla prossima. Ciao.